Alright. So welcome back to what we have now dubbed Alter Self.
Woo!
Hooray!
And you guys have made your way into this house at the request of two children who were sobbing in the street of a town which you were somehow led to. You guys don't really know how you got there. These children claimed that there was a monster in their basement, that their parents had been gone for a couple days, and that they were afraid to enter the house. And so you guys very kindly agreed to go in and try to help them, but things do not appear to line up with the story that they gave you. You guys encountered things that seem to be centuries old, though incredibly well preserved. There's a magical presence which seems to permeate the entire house, and eventually you guys stumbled upon the ghosts of the very two children which had asked you to enter the house in the first place, and they seem to have no recollection of ever meeting you guys before. They were very resistant to you guys leaving their bedroom, and unbeknownst to most of the party, they did something about it. You guys eventually found by examining the dollhouse in the kids' room, you found the hidden staircase in the attic, which leads all the way down to what appears to be an underground dungeon carved out beneath this creepy house. You guys came down the stairs, went down the hallway, past a few crypts on your left and right, and entered what appears to be kind of a dining area. And as Gregor went to check out the larder in the kind of shadowy corner, you were attacked by a Grig, which you guys beat to death with no trouble whatsoever. And that is where we are picking up.
Can you resend that note that you sent me when I got possessed?
I
can't quite find
I can, yes.
It might be in your books.
Oh,
Yeah, it would have gone in your claws.
Or flaws,
That's
or
it.
I said logs.
Oh, my bad.
Either or.
Your flogs.
The old floggeries.
I whispered it to you.
Who has a torch lit right now?
I believe Bungo has a torch lit at the moment. He rode down the stairs on Gregor's shoulder and lit the way ahead.
I don't think I had a choice in
No.
Yeah, no.
You were placed upon.
Teaching you bravery. Okay, well,
Yeah.
let's see. Albrecht, has your little bird friend scouted any good ways to travel?
Yeah, he has not found much, so the crypts, or the dungeon goes on to the south and north and to the west. Maybe we should go double back to the crypts we passed earlier.
Yes.
See if maybe the parents has there. Or is a baby.
Do you guys think this was a monster that the children were talking about?
9. That was no monster.
It was merely rat snake.
Everything is rat.
or tiny human.
Tell you that, human.
It was a pretty scary monster.
He's not scary. You are just weak.
It was really scary. I didn't like it.
It's just a better version of your snake friend.
A better version.
Taking shots at Barnaby.
Alright, well, I'm gonna go look at these cribs.
Yeah.
If you guys aren't gonna come, then you can just stay back there.
Of course we come, tiny rat human.
Alright, so hurry up. Let's go this way.
Sure.
Okay, as you guys kind of enter in the hallway. Get back to my right notes here. You guys see that both of the there's two kind of giant stones leaning up against the wall, kind of covering an opening to the best of your discernment, on the left and on the right. On the left, there is one that is etched with the name Gustav Durst, and on the right, there is one that is etched with the name Elizabeth Durst.
That was the parents, right? I don't remember.
Looks like they're here.
What business do we have with dead parents?
It's just good to know. They're actually dead.
Then we should confirm it.
Who?
Walk up there, start pulling on the stone.
Yeah, make a strength check.
What did you expect?
Sorry, an athletics check.
Alright, this is a bad idea.
Oh wait, I can just click
Bad
on
idea.
athletics.
Yeah,
better believe it.
athletics.
Oh boy.
21.
Yeah, you have no problem. You kind of grab the edges of this stone slab and just kind of, with a horrible grinding noise, it kind of slides along the floor as you slide it to the side. What you see inside is a coffin sitting on a stone slab. Kind of a decorative like beer underneath the coffin.
Okay, walk in and stand atop the coffin and try and smash through it.
Make another athletics check.
Alright, so while he's doing that,
Yeah.
I'm getting angry and yelling at him to stop.
16.
Yeah, the coffin, you can tell it's very old. You, what are you, with your foot? With your
Yeah, like with foot, like I just like climb on top.
You,
of it.
you do kind of a hefty stomp, and you break a hole through the top of the wooden coffin. It kind of splinters, and you pull your foot out, kind of look down, and the coffin is empty.
Well, what do you see?
There's nothing in coffin.
Alright.
It's a trick.
Alright, well, I think we should go over to the other side here. Clearly there's nothing here.
Alright, I'd like to just throw the coffin, like upend it to see if there's anything underneath it.
Yeah, I mean, now that you know that it's empty, it's actually not that heavy, especially for somebody of your might. You pretty handily kind of flip it over, but all that's underneath it is just the decorative stone that it was sitting on.
Why put empty coffin behind stone? Stupid.
It's likely not empty to begin with, Gregor.
That does not make sense, Albrecht. Why put empty coffin in ground?
Necromancy.
Ah,
Point
yes,
of my
you
head.
wizards.
yeah, that's physics.
Hurry up,
I'll
Gregor.
do-
Open up all the crypts.
I'll do the same.
What do you
thing.
mean, you people?
8.
Yeah, you, this one, for whatever reason, feels heavier to you. You kind of, you pull and you pull and you pull. You do eventually manage to kind of just, kind of by shimmying it along the ground, get it out of the way. And you're met with basically exactly the same sight that you saw in the adjacent crypt. A coffin atop a stone brazier, stone beer. Oh, I'm getting a phone call from an 800 number.
We should all answer.
Hello?
Kill them all. What's this? Use this device. I will go in and attempt to pick the coffin up and just shatter it on the ground.
While they're in there, I'm gonna start casting Dispel Magic as a ritual.
Dispel magic.
Oh, not Dispel, sorry, Detect Magic. So,
Oh, okay.
poking around,
Cool.
mumbling to myself.
Yeah, you lift up the entire coffin, and you can tell by the weight of it that this one is also empty. You smash it down upon the ground, and it splinters all over the place. And as you do so, you hear a horrible buzzing noise
Oh no.
from behind the wall in front of you. You kind of look ahead to the end of the room, past the splintered remains of the coffin, and you see kind of little burrow holes kind of dotting the back wall.
Like over,
And,
over here on the right? Do you guys
Yep,
see that?
yeah, and emerging from those holes comes a swarm of centipedes.
Oh yeah.
Directly, huge, hideous centipedes.
Oh god.
Tasty.
Friends,
Just come rushing out towards you and attack.
Oh, good. Friends, I discovered this is not entirely empty. There are disgusting maggot creatures here. Shit. I'm really equipped to fight a swarm.
Grab him and crush him.
It's true.
Grapple this one.
You cannot grapple this one.
Just bear hugs and swarm.
So Bungo, you actually have first go this round. So you,
This is gonna be tough.
Do I even know that?
yeah, you can't, you don't even really see anything. So
I'm just gonna hang out there until I notice something.
fair enough. Albrecht.
I can see it. Just in case.
Yeah.
You know, I was gonna cast some other spell, but I guess I won't. Boom! Get back! I cast firebolt on it.
Okay.
On damn myself.
You kind of aim towards kind of the center of the swarm and cast a firebolt. Go for it.
Actually, you're right. Well,
Yeah, you managed to hit.
no baby. Nope. Damn. I don't have luck with fireballs.
Okay, you see kind of a couple of the smaller centipedes just kind of burn away, but the swarm is still kind of emerging from the wall. It begins to kind of surround you and Gregor at this point.
If you'd let me, I'd like to see if I know anything about these kind of centipedes.
Sure, yeah. Kind of knowledge rolls are like free actions to my mind. Make a nature check. Yeah, okay. So you know, you know that fighting a swarm of centipedes, like fighting any swarm of insects, kind of like bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing are unlikely to do much, because they can just kind of maneuver around the blades and whatever. They're not intelligent enough to be kind of charmed, frightened. You can't grapple them because there's a ton of them. You can't paralyze them. So they're kind of, and they can't be knocked prone either. You know that they don't need their eyes to see. They can see within 10 feet of them just through sensing tremors in the ground. And they will... If a creature is knocked out by them, they are poisonous. They're not lethal. Their poison is not likely to kill a large creature, like a medium-sized creature. But even if that creature is stabilized, they will suffer the effects of poison for about an hour.
Gregor, you know, let them bite you.
Yes, Albrecht. Back away so I may close them in here.
So this is hard to represent with tokens, but because it's a swarm of centipedes, they're everywhere. Like they're surrounding you guys all over the place. So Leaf, you can see them pouring out of the coffin area now, just like hundreds of centipedes.
So I can't close it.
Coming out toward you.
But do we need to go there to attack them, or can we attack them?
Like you need to right now. Like I'll tell you kind of how far they are. So right now they're kind of within the space below Leaf. They've kind of filled that whole kind of southern crypt. Okay, and it's Leaf's turn.
Yeah, I have nothing. So I'm just gonna.
So I mean, you can attack them with your
Can I?
rapier. They just have
I can?
resistance to that kind of damage. You're unlikely to do as much as you normally would.
Okay, well then, I guess I'll do that. Just ready to come in the thick of it.
Yeah, they are coming towards you at a rapid rate. Unfortunately, you're kind of like stabbing and stabbing and stabbing at them as they begin to surround you, and you're not feeling like you're doing anything. They all seem to be avoiding your blade. Would you like to do anything else?
No.
Okay. The bulk of the centipedes kind of begin climbing up your legs, Grigor. And as they do, they start biting you all the way up. 17 to hit. Yeah. Dealing. Holy crap. I didn't make sure I'm reading the screen.
Yes, please do.
24 damage.
Yeah, you're doing 37 damage. You're
Just enough.
No, actually, okay, yeah. It does 12 points of piercing damage. As you basically just get engulfed by centipedes that are just like biting away at you.
Alright, you notice Gregor's muscles flex,
Nice.
his veins engorge, and hulking out, he like flexes the pincers back out of his body, so I'm gonna roll.
Stone's endurance.
Yeah, 1d12 plus my con to reduce the damage by that.
Cool.
Oh, fuck!
Alright, so 8 points of piercing damage then. As you manage to flex some of those pincers kind of out of your skin. But that actually does bring it to your turn. So you now have a swarm of centipedes just all over you.
So just the... Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna attack dual wielding my fists.
Okay.
Like
wielding?
punch it. Okay, so I'm assuming that counts as a light weapon.
Yeah, for sure. Are you,
I'm not trained in unarmed strike, so it's just a 1 plus my damage modifier.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
But to hit, it's
It would just be all the same thing. It'd be your modifier, your strength modifier. So d20 plus your strength,
yeah.
and then the damage would be 1 plus your strength.
Okay, so first fist of energy. 4 to hit!
Critical fail!
Punch myself in the dick.
You start like bashing on your leg, and you're hurting yourself more than you're hurting any of the bugs as they scatter kind of away from your fist. Not enough to do any real bludgeoning damage though.
Alright, my second attack. 4.
Are you serious?
And I've opened up the gateway to the failure dimension.
You're just like beating at your own body, and they're just like they're just nimbly dodging out of the way of your fists.
Quite enraged.
Dealing absolutely, yeah, you can't manage to get a hit on them. So by this point, you in the hallway, you hear Gregor screaming from the pain of being bitten all over and from the rage of not being able to retaliate. So it's Bartimaeus' turn,
Okay.
and you know that something is going down inside those crypts.
Okay. I'll run in and I'll ask, what are these things? In case Albert didn't tell us about them.
Centipedes. Lots of them.
How do we stop them?
Kills them dead.
Okay, so
That's not what you can do.
I'll do thaumaturgy
Okay.
and I'll create a tremor for a minute because that's how they sense. That's how they move, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they have.
Very
ones.
smart.
They can see as well though. They have eyes.
Okay.
It's just they don't need to see to be able to sense.
Now it's way less cool.
Well, I already said it. and then I'll cause a harmless tremor of the ground for 1 minute.
Okay, so you guys all kind of, you see Bartimaeus kind of stick his hands out towards the ground, and a second later you all feel kind of like a gentle shaking on the ground. You see the centipedes kind of hesitate for a moment, and then continue their onslaught.
That was smart. If they see you with blind sense,
Fraser.
Wait, can he end his turn here?
Yeah, I mean, you guys are obviously within tight quarters, but yeah, you can end.
Okay.
He's basically shoulder to shoulder with Albrecht and you.
Ooh, centipedes. Barnaby loves centipedes. In an accent, English accent.
In an English accent.
It's like a Slack thing, or like underscore.
For now, until I get into it.
Just do like an Australian one or something.
Just chug a beer, John.
Yeah.
Get into it.
Yeah.
The Australian goes well with the snake too.
Like lady.
Good night, mate.
Yeah, you begin swinging your glaive at kind of like just the swarms that you see kind of now creeping around the corner towards you guys, and they're just dodging it left, right, and center. You're not slicing any of them.
I'll back out because I'm over Albert right now. That's not gonna trigger an attack of opportunity.
I'm gonna say no, not for swarm of centipedes. Bungo. Now you definitely have heard the conversation. Heard the there's a swarm of centipedes.
So I scream like little girl, and I'll back up a little bit, but I'll grab my shield, and like if I see any centipedes come around the corner, I'm just gonna like body slam with my shield.
Okay, sure. Albrecht.
Did somebody comment for once in a row?
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah.
I thought the thing was just like, we've detected 4 once in a row.
Someone
You
who's
suck.
sucking.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast Fireball.
It'll be a 1.
Whatever, just burn you away.
Oh, well, it wasn't a 1 at least.
Yeah, the centipedes learn from the last bolt that came towards them. As soon as they see the light of the fire emerging from yourself, they just scatter, and the firebolt hits the ground harmlessly.
Can I go grab the torch from Bungo? Or is
Yeah.
that too much? Alright.
Sure. So the kind of house rule we're going with is anything you could proceed, reasonably do with your offhand, you can do as a bonus action.
Okay.
So you could grab the torch from him as a bonus
Alright.
action.
Bungo, give me that torch.
Toss it
Singe eyebrows.
Okay.
Yep, that's up.
Awesome.
Bartimaeus, use this.
Leaf.
Torch.
Oh. Did you just pass the torch? Or
Well, I'm saying it, I'm still holding it.
Oh.
You could use it too!
You could go over and grab it as your
Yeah, I
bonus
guess I
action.
can. Okay, I'm gonna go grab that torch.
Don't let it go.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, I mean, I'm assuming you're gonna
Yes.
like it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
So you run and you grab the torch from Albrecht, and then
And then I'm gonna just like try to light them on fire. I'm just gonna like go
Sure.
along the ground and wherever they are crawling and try to
cool.
singe them.
Roll a d20 plus your strength. So basically, just like a regular melee attack.
You can just click your strength.
Right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can just make a strength check. It'll do the same thing.
Oh.
Okay, you kind of begin swinging the flames around towards the centipedes, but they are just avoiding it. They know better. However, you have prevented their advance. As you're standing there holding the torch and swinging it out in front of you, you notice they're not trying to push out any further. They're kind of staying back.
Okay.
East of Fort Regular.
Yeah.
Yeah, they will continue their feast
No.
upon Fort Gregor. as they continue to just climb up your body and bite you. Now the ones that were heading out towards the others now driven back to this time though, I don't know, maybe from the effect of you flexing your muscles before, their pincers are not getting through. They're not able to break through the toughness of your hide.
That's right. Excellent.
And that brings it to your turn.
Yeah, alright. I think I will do the same thing. Attack with my fists.
Okay.
Okay. Well,
It's not one.
Yeah, you manage to like just catch one's leg as it runs away, but it doesn't do any significant damage to the swarm.
They suck.
It's
Right.
rolling really low tonight.
There we are. 19.
Yeah, this time you take your time, you wait to watch their movements around you, and then you shove down one mighty fist upon a group of them, and you manage to make contact. Roll for damage.
I just deal 4.
Oh yes, that's right. Yeah. Yeah, you managed to smush a couple of them.
Yeah.
Rolling 4.
Perfect. Bartimaeus.
Oh, I also go back here and say, Leaf, drive them back into their hole. And then we seal it.
Okay. Bartimaeus.
I'll do mage hand and I'll yell at Leaf, pass me the torch, and I'm gonna swipe the torch towards them.
Okay.
I don't know if Mage Hand can make attacks.
Oh, if it can't, then I'll do it myself. But
Yeah, like I'm gonna say the mage hand could certainly hold the torch and move it, but it doesn't have kind of the like finesse to be able to like swing it like a weapon.
okay. Alright, Leaf, pass me the torch.
Here you go.
Just pass this torch down.
Yeah.
And I'll do the same thing. I'll try and start driving them back into the.
Yeah, so you run forward kind of ahead of Leaf and make a basically a strength check.
If we fail as adventurers, we'd be a pretty good Olympic relay team at least.
Yeah, you kind of swing the torch down towards them, and they're not fast enough to get out of the way. You kind of cut them off with the fire. You burn some of them. I'm gonna get you to make a.
Oh, that's annoying. I should have been doing +5 on all my attacks, because I'm proficient with my own hands. Shit.
You are proficient. That's why I asked.
Yeah.
You just didn't know.
It's just like a big bubbling guy.
What do they do with these? But I've never seen them.
They call them fingers.
So Danny, roll 1d4.
When you
There they
How do
go.
I do that?
Just slash roll and then space 1d4.
Oh god damn
A
it!
lot of one.
And what's your strength modifier? Sorry.
0.
So it deals 1 point of bludgeoning damage. No, it doesn't, because they're immune to bludgeoning damage. There's 1 point of fire damage though, because when you attack with a torch, it does an additional 1 point of fire damage. So that works at least. And you see a couple of the you see like kind of a group of the centipedes actually ignite and start to burn. Fraser.
Give me the torch!
Well, seeing that it wasn't that effective, I'm gonna run in here and continue using my glaive. That's pretty much all I can do right now, and I'll attack a bunch of centipedes.
Yeah, this time you also carefully study their movements before swinging, and
this
you
is-
manage to
Alright, so yeah.
slice a few of them. Okay.
And this would, like, how would Booming Blade work on a sword?
If they willingly move, they take damage?
Yeah.
I think? Yeah, I'd say it works as normal.
Okay.
For sure. And it's 1d8. Well, we'll get to that when we get to that. Cool. Alright. Bungo.
I'm just hiding behind my shield. Yeah, just keep him back. Keep him away from me. Stay in there.
Bungo continues to cower in the hallway. Albrecht.
I do not have time for this. When watching Bungo cower in fear. So I go around the corner and cast Fireball.
Alright.
Maybe this time.
You got this.
Nope, I do not.
Ooh.
I do not got this.
You kind of, you see kind of like the burning remains of a couple of the ones that got lit on fire by Bartimaeus, and you hit those same ones, and it doesn't do anything.
I have +5 on that roll. Like,
Terrible luck.
Yeah.
Alright, well, I have this torch, and Gregor is telling me to come over.
Bartimaeus has a torch.
Oh, Bartimaeus took the
You
torch
wanna
from me.
You can keep passing it around if you want.
game assistant.
As your bonus action.
No. Okay, no. I'm going to use my rapier.
Okay.
Why not?
Yeah, you try to shish kebab a few centipedes.
Yeah.
However, they are too nimble for your stabbing, and do not make contact. I swear, like, these battles are not meant to be this slow.
Yeah, we just.
You guys just rolling really low.
Would passing the torch, that would count as a reaction for the other person, right?
No.
Just like a free thing?
The idea is you're just grabbing it. If there's no resistance,
Okay.
then they're not really doing anything, right?
Okay.
If you wanted to, like, fight it, then it would be a reaction, I think.
We'll have other problems then.
The centipedes that are on you, Grigor, continue biting
Sure do.
because they're being held back by fire from attacking anybody else.
Do it to it.
But again, they you know now. You know to just keep your muscles flexed. You do not want to be poisoned by these things, so you do not relent.
My
And it's
skin
your
is-
turn.
is taut and thick like a stone, and also gray like a stone.
Poetic.
If I were to seal the crypt, would that like significantly diminish the strength of this swarm? Because they're mostly back in there, or like, how does that work?
They're mostly around you at this point.
Oh shit.
You might be able to stop. You might be able to cut them down a bit, for sure. I would say, if you kind of hastily put the stone back.
Alright, yeah, I'll put the stone back. It's athletics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You grab the stone and you start pulling, but the piercing feeling of all the centipedes on you is distracting you, and you're really having trouble pulling it over. You manage to get it kind of like halfway covering the gap, but the centipedes are still rushing in and out freely.
Okay, I will, as a bonus action, feel a second wind coming on. Fuck me!
What is going on?
God damn it.
We bust out the real dice.
And
Real
that
dice
is
are
one.
bring us over.
Jesus.
Oh, that reminds me, I had something to do that I forgot to do.
How-
I'll take care of it after this battle.
Maybe we should start using real dice.
Can't
get worse.
My turn ends. Then
Okay, Bartimaeus.
Hey, I'll take another swipe.
Yeah, and you keep swinging your torch.
Strength check it.
Yep. Oh. this over here so we know we're representative. Yeah, you swing, but they're all kind of the winning. At this point, almost the entire swarm is just all over Grigor.
Damn it.
Just having been kind of like perceiving the door closing behind them, fire ahead of them, they're all just kind of crammed into that corner.
Igor, stop, drop, and roll.
I was literally gonna say, somebody give me a flask of lamp oil. Immolate myself.
Grease you up.
I was gonna say, just grease me up and I'll set myself on fire.
They'll slide off. Yeah.
Fraser.
Okay.
Probably enjoy that shit.
Do you have that tin there?
Yes. Try to like
And
attack
I-
the. Well, there's some that aren't on Gregor, right?
Oh,
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, like they're around. Like
Like I can.
there's so many.
I can attack the
and
ones
they're
that
big.
aren't hit. Like I don't
Sure,
have to try to.
Sure.
Okay,
Yeah,
yes.
go for it.
Let's make a glaive. 8. Nope.
Holy cow, guys!
I'm using the dice next.
Alright, we're gonna take 20 and subtract our rolls from now on.
Ah, smart.
Then you'll start rolling.
Yeah. We'll do it until it no longer works.
Okay.
Therefore cheating.
Yeah. You guys. You swing and swing and swing as they leap onto Grigor and do not even take heed.
That's okay.
Bongo.
Assuming they're still to the right of Albrecht.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just hanging out.
Yeah, see, Albrecht, you kind of hear like a little whimpering behind the shield, and a couple cries of "Get him! Get him!"
We will teach you courage soon.
Albrecht.
So, how would this work if I cast grease? So, would I have to like basically just grease up the whole room and Gregor with it? And that's kind of how it goes.
Yeah.
Alright, let's do
I
it.
mean, so Grease is in like what's the spell area for that?
10 feet.
10 feet cone, 10 feet square, 10 feet circle.
There you go. Each creature in a 10-foot square centered on a point within range.
Okay. Then yeah. So you could presumably do it kind of just to get Gregor.
Gregor and like the center.
You kind of like fire it against the wall behind him, kind of thing.
Yep.
And that whole corner just becomes completely covered in grease.
Beauty.
Gregor, you struggle to like stay standing because it's so slippery.
Well, they have to make a save.
Want me to do that?
Yeah, make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, you do fine.
Yep, no problem. So you struggle to stay standing, but you plant yourself firmly, and you do not fall to the ground.
Centipedes
Centipedes can't
okay.
fall prone, so
Damn.
it doesn't matter. They have enough legs to stay standing.
Lights them up!
All right.
Is the grease flammable?
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Leaf.
Alright. I guess I'm gonna grab the torch. and, Gregor, are you okay? But
Make them burn.
alright. And then I'm gonna try to burn all the stuff off Gregor.
Awesome. Okay, make a strength.
Yeah, no, my
Strength check.
my strength.
Oh no.
Oh no.
We can't even set Gregor on
Facilitate this and be like,
the torch lights us up.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, so you're specifically lighting Gregor on fire?
I'm
Like, you just-
specifically like
well, I'm all covered in grease, and so is everything else.
Yeah.
So I imagine
That's
like you
good.
light my finger and
Okay.
like on my whole body, and then the floor, and then the crypt. Just like
Okay.
Oh my
I'm gonna say you see. So like this whole corner just got splashed with grease. You just take the torch and you just shove it to the ground,
Yeah.
where like the grease kind of begins, and immediately everything just catches fire.
This is exciting.
Yes.
just
Yeah, these are
or
rules.
what?
Rules that I have to look up now.
I tried to look it up and it just says DM discretion.
Yeah.
Well, no, I'm saying the grease is flammable. That part's fine.
Okay.
I'm wondering how I should handle the damage on this. I'm gonna treat it the same as oil, basically. So everything takes an immediate 5 points of fire damage,
Nice.
Okay.
including you, Gregor.
Yeah.
And we'll do so for the next 2 turns.
Uh-oh.
I can't endure this.
He'll burn to 2 rounds, deals 5 fire damage.
Tell me to hit you with wall again.
Yes, then I will be in a lot of pain.
I mean, you're kind of burning alive right now.
Well, one of us could spend a turn to try to put the fire out.
So you can make, I'm combining rules here.
Grease
But
fire,
for
baby.
Alchemist's fire, I think. You can, it's an item. Like it comes in a vial and you can throw it at a creature. That lights them on fire continually, but you can end the damage by using your action to make a dexterity check to extinguish the flames. Although you're greased up though, this is kind of different. I don't know if you could just like stop, drop, and roll
Just
covered in
slide out of the grease.
I'm okay with just taking the damage.
Probably
till
for
the
2
end.
turns. Probably in this case, you would burn for 2 turns. Yeah. So, anyways.
So
Okay. Anything for your bonus action leave? Oh no, you grabbed the torch, right? Oh, you had the torch already.
What's your hit?
No, I grabbed
I
it.
have
You grabbed
13 now,
Yeah, I
so I'm
grabbed
gonna go
it.
down
Okay,
to
so
3.
then you're
By
done
the end
then.
of this.
Unless you want to move.
we're picking him up.
Well, yeah, considering the fire.
I'll need to
I
rest, I
might-
think, later.
Okay.
Did all of the damage to the entire party.
Okay, so after igniting the flame, Leaf just gets out of there, dodges back to the hallway.
Hopefully Gregor learns a lesson after this.
No. Gregor does not learn lessons.
The
Fire.
centipedes, you see the flames just completely engulf the entire swarm now, and you hear kind of like tiny little hisses of just like pain.
Good.
And you see that the swarm definitely seems to be thinning out at this point. It attempts to make an attack at you, Gregor. Still kind of biting away at you, climbing up you in sort of some kind of vain hope to get away from the flames. They roll a critical 1, and do absolutely nothing to you. Now that your skin is all greasy, they're like falling off of you to the ground.
Can you guys just imagine this like gigantic naked man covered in fire, just like flexing, covered in fucking centipedes? Like what a
I
vision.
don't want to picture that. Actually, that
It's like a
Not
roach
pretty.
music video.
Yeah, I'm gonna say they do.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah, actually. So as they're scurrying around, they don't know any better, right? So as they're scurrying around, you just hear this thunderous sound, and several of the centipedes just go like flying against the back wall as the effects of Fraser's booming blade. What kind of damage is that?
Thunder.
Yeah, there's very few of the bugs left now at this point, actually. You guys have thinned them out considerably. Gregor, you take 5 points of fire damage. This is round 1.
What? The first one was the first.
That's the instantaneous.
Oh.
And then for 2 rounds,
Oh.
you take 5 points of fire damage.
Alright.
You'll be dead after this.
No, he's
No,
got
I'm down to 8 now.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so it's my turn.
It is your turn.
Okay. Yes, naked, greasy, flaming Gregor.
Start your turn, you have to make a dexterity save.
Oh,
Start. Is
I
that the
do?
start?
A creature that enters the area or ends its turn there. Okay,
Oh, yeah.
end your turn.
Oh, okay. All
You
right.
can move.
With centipedes on you.
No. You see him there, just covered, like I said, greasy, flaming, and he just starts screaming, and he enters his barbarian rage.
At the end of the
That doesn't matter. Well, that's what he wanted to do. It wasn't mad until now. Now he's fucking
He's
mad.
like literally on fire.
Okay, now he again attacks with fist. Alright. With advantage, or proficiency rather, this
Yes.
time.
Yes, that's a good call.
Flaming fist, though. That's pretty metal.
Pretty metal,
Good
yeah.
band-aid.
Alright, first one. 18 to hit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
It's more damage because they're flaming.
With proficiency, I think you get a D4 for your damage.
No, unless you have a feat, you don't get. I think unarmed strike is just.
Okay. Oh yeah, as always.
This party
Uh,
is
Okay, fuck it though. I deal 6! Because that's what I deal.
You managed to kind of squish a couple of them beneath your first fist.
Alright, second fist.
This time, I mean, the swarm is thinning, right? So you're finding it harder and harder to kind of nail them as they scurry all around you. Frantic now from the flames. Bartimaeus.
I'm gonna look at him on fire screaming and I'll cast healing word on him.
Okay.
You gotta touch him. Oh,
Healing word, healing word. Not
You're
careful.
confused with healing touch.
Ah, yes. Bad touch.
Wait, Cope, don't you get your proficiency on your fist damage? Or did you add that already?
No, you don't get
You
proficiency.
don't get
on damage.
proficiency on damage.
Oh,
I get rage bonus, so it's 3 plus 2 plus
Oh.
1.
Who's
That's
bonus
only
on
for the
level?
attack.
screen is so good.
Okay.
Wait, heal 5?
You kind of hear Bartimaeus in the distance kind of say something. It's hard to hear among the chaos of the flames and the bugs, but you begin to feel a little bit better despite being on fire.
Cozy.
It's almost like the exact damage you took from the fire has now been reversed.
Ah.
You can make your dexterity saving throw, which I forgot to make you do at the end of last turn.
Oh, sorry, yes.
What's your DC? What's your spell save DC?
Oh shit, this is good. 13. Yeah,
Yeah, he's good. You stay standing, no problem. Anything else, Bartimaeus, for your turn ends?
Oh, no.
It's okay. Fraser. Only a few kind of scattered centipedes left, but still hostile, still
And still on fire.
still relentlessly trying to.
I guess I'll continue using my glaze to try to kill him.
Yeah, okay.
19.
Try the true method. Yeah, you swing your glaive. You manage to kind of slice a few that are running away.
Ooh, wow.
Wow.
Shit.
Good hit. Good hit.
10 plus 3, shit.
But they're resistant.
Yeah.
They are resistant. But that's still a hefty amount of damage. You see very,
Move enough.
very few of the centipedes are remaining. Bungo.
I'll kind of poke my head around the corner here. Are there any centipedes anywhere that I can see?
You see a whole bunch of people crammed in the hallway in front of you, and then what appears to be flickering flames kind of around the corner. Besides that, you can't really see much.
Oh, it does come back.
Also some screaming.
Yeah. You heard Grigor let out his mighty rage roar.
Oh, Gregor was bald before this.
Oh, he was.
Okay, guys.
Yes.
Can't grow hair through skin that thick. It's completely hairless.
All right.
Big hairless ape. Oh, what? Oh, me. Ah! Alright.
What? Who? What?
Me? Fireball!
Yeah.
That's like a dude.
It's not gonna light me on fire any more than I am.
Nope.
Yes.
Here's the fires you're gonna get. Oh.
I love this image. Oh.
God damn it!
Wow.
Again, they're kind of few and far between at this point. You kind of nail the ground.
Figures.
You
Figures.
show that ground he's boss. Leaf.
I don't know. I still have the torch, so
Yep.
I might just like run back out quickly.
Okay. Swing it around a bit.
Swing it around.
Try to nail a couple of ones that escaped the main flame. But you don't.
Don't
You
know
don't.
why.
Okay.
Don't know why I was trying that.
It's hard to see. It's hard to see. The flames are like just that whole corner is just like filled with grease fire right now. He kind of yeah. Don't hit anything. You hear kind of a few kind of like just like as like more of the centipedes kind of like end up in the flames, and you kind of get the sense that they have decided it's a losing battle. There's only a handful of them left, and they kind of all scurry down your body, Rigor, and head back to where they came from, leaving you guys alone.
And on fire.
You don't even get to kill them fully?
The fuck? I mean, you did. Just 'cause
Oh.
it's a swarm.
Oh.
Well, I mean, it's the fire that killed them.
Right. Oh, I see. I see.
I'm gonna walk around all the dead centipedes and take out Barnaby.
So there's still some flame going at this point.
I'll wait for the flame to die out.
Okay, so take your last 5 points of damage as the grease finally kind of subsides, burning.
Alright.
And slowly kind of like it is kind of an earthen clay carved out tunnel, so once the grease has finally kind of gone down, the flames do disappear, and you're left in the same empty crypt that you were before.
Alright, I walk around the dead centipedes and take Barnaby out, and let him eat the dead centipedes. And they're perfectly cooked as well. So.
It's
Yeah,
just
Alright, Gregor pushes past everyone and with like this kind of 1,000-yard stare enters this crypt and seals it behind him with the stone and takes an hour rest.
Okay, so without saying anything to any of you, you just see Gregor go into Gustav Durst's crypt, grab the stone behind him, and drag it over. And you have no idea what he's doing,
feel
but
like-
he's not coming back in.
Yeah, Albrecht
enough.
maybe has seen him do this before.
He's in his moods.
Okay, so quick time break. I'm going to try to avoid doing this as much as possible, but I had meant to give Danny inspiration
Oh.
for when he cried the single tear. So, as a reminder of kind of how we're dealing with inspiration in our game, whenever a character can earn inspiration by either doing something like exceptionally good roleplay or taking a risk that is exceptionally, like it's something that's exceptionally risky but also would really fit your character or is just a really clever thing. I'll sometimes award inspiration for that. The trick is, the house rule for our inspiration is only one player can have inspiration at a time.
Oh.
However, that player, as long as they're holding inspiration, has the freedom to give another player that inspiration.
Oh.
So if, Danny, you decide that, if you haven't used this for anything yet, and you decide that something like Albrecht does was just like so good somehow, like you thought it was really well played or whatever, you can say like, I'm giving you my inspiration, and you can give them this die. This is our inspiration die.
Does it need to be before a combat, or can it be like during?
It can be at any time.
Okay.
The way that inspiration works, the way that it works raw is that you get advantage on any roll you want. I like to make it a little bit better than that. You can re-roll any d20 that you want. So if you roll and it's something crappy, you can use your inspiration die to re-roll that roll at any time you want.
Can you only use it once?
Yeah, once you
Okay.
use it, it comes back to me until the next player has inspiration. So, that hopefully I will not do that retroactive inspiration thing too often.
Could have saved Gregor.
Sometimes I just think about it too late. I'm like, oh, you know what, that was really good. But I'm going to try to make sure I'm on top of that.
The single tier was really good.
The single tier was a proud moment. Especially for me who knows his backstory. So.
Fuck me.
Wow.
God damn,
Wow.
man.
Oh well.
You can click the hit die thing, by the way.
Oh really?
Yeah.
But I have two different ones. One from fighter, one from barbarian.
Okay, yeah, that could get tricky. I think there's a way to do it, but
Probably.
you can figure it out later.
While he's doing that.
Yeah, Gregor has locked himself away in a crypt.
Why don't we?
Just for an
Do
hour.
you guys want to check out the other crypts?
Yeah, is everyone else alright?
Yeah, I'm perfectly fine. I think Gregor took the brunt of that.
I don't think
He
we
said so nonchalantly. He's on fire.
Hey guys, get over here.
Leaf, why don't you let me open that crypt?
So Leaf, as you kind of head towards the stone slabs on the other side, you see that one, the one that you're standing in front of now, is etched with the name Rosavalda Durst.
Ah, yes.
And the one, Bartimaeus kind of has a clear line of sight at the one on the other side, which says Thornbolt Durst.
This is strange, isn't it? Their bodies can't be in here. Why would they build the crypts so early? If they left them in the room alive. Is that normal? Is that standard to create crypts for someone that's alive still?
Yeah, it can be.
It-
Can I
it's
be-
funny
can I
that
be-
it's
can I
standard.
do it?
In real
Can I do a
life,
history
or-
check? Like I'm thinking.
Yeah, it would be like story.
I'm gonna say like that's common knowledge that actually is, especially for wealthy families. That is
Okay.
actually very common. If they all want to be kind of buried together,
Right.
they will much like in our real world. If you like are getting up in age or whatever, or like you want to be buried with your wife or husband or whatever, often people will buy plots in advance. Similarly, wealthy families that have the space or the ability can prepare crypts well in advance.
Super grim to make a crypt for like a 10-year-old.
Yeah, you're looking at your own crypt and you're like, huh. It's
Well,
That's
anyways,
a fair point. Yeah.
Say what you will.
but I mean, like this place is pretty grim, I guess, in general. So I'll open this.
This would not. The fact that they made crypts for their family would not take you by surprise. The fact that they're kind of in this underground dungeon might.
Okay.
Yeah, true that.
I'll open up the crypt.
Yeah, make a strength check. Athletics.
Oh no. Give me one.
Did I click
It was a one!
It was a one.
Did I click it?
Yeah, you did.
You
How was that
you
possible?
kind of told Leaf to kind of or asked Leaf to get out of your way so that you could move this stone, and you kind of grab hold of it and start pulling and pulling and pulling, and it's not even budging a little bit. Eventually, with your guys' permission, you guys will help him.
Yeah.
He's gotta ask first.
Hey, I got this. Can I try again?
No,
Alright,
no matter
well-
how hard. So remember, this is another thing that was in our rules. Continually retrying. The assumption is that if you fail,
Right.
you are incapable of doing it. You'll continue failing.
Now I'll cast Detect Magic. Oh, we have some downtime. Just sit in the middle.
Alright, why don't you do it, Leaf?
Hey, if you can't do it, then I don't by yourself, then I don't think I can. So,
Find that bungo.
hey, guys,
Hmm.
who's free? Come over and help us pull this crypt Open.
I don't think I want to go in that crypt.
Come on, Bungo.
No, that seems scary.
Yeah,
Not
yeah,
doing it.
no,
Nope,
and
nope.
so I'm gonna come over and I'm gonna like drag him.
I'd like.
I'm
go
gonna drag
in.
him. No.
Like a child.
Yeah. Okay. Both of you make athletics checks.
No, like I'm just like limp. I'm not like.
Okay,
putting my
so
pain
you're
in my
lying.
You're
face.
not-
Okay,
you're
so
not
I'm
good
just
enough to fight.
Okay, so
Nothing.
Leaf grabs your limp halfling body and begins dragging it into the crypt, and kind of like sits you down in front of the stone.
Listen, you can't just lay here. We've got to open this crypt. Something happened to us in that room. I know you feel different. We've got to open these crypts and see what the hell these kids did to us.
I feel very scared. I lay there on the ground limp.
Passive resistance.
Yeah.
Smart.
Alright, Bartimaeus.
Yeah, I'll help.
Okay.
With your combined effort, these are very heavy stones, but you do manage to pull them away, and you see what by this point is becoming a very familiar sight: a wooden coffin on top of a stone bier. These ones are a little bit, or this one's a little bit smaller than the ones you had seen on the other side.
I'm going to take some caution, just walk up to the crypt and just open it slowly.
Yeah, you have no trouble. It's not like it's sealed or locked or anything. You open it up, and it is empty, save for a few dust and cobwebs.
Doesn't look like there's anything in here, guys. I back up slowly.
Just as a reminder, because it seemed like some of you were questioning, you guys saw Rose and Thorn's skeletons in the
Yeah.
bedroom.
Yeah.
Right. What?
Maybe we should have carried their skull.
I'm just. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. You know what, guys? I think it's awful that those kids, they died up in their room. The least that we can do is bring them down to like their actual resting place.
To my knowledge, would that work? Would it get rid of their spirits?
You don't even know that anything happened. But
Yeah, but their spirits were there. It's not so like they're possessed, but saying because they're clearly they stayed behind as ghosts, so something's up.
Make an Arcana check.
I'm rolling over a 5 all session. Jeez.
I mean, it seems like a reasonable theory to you, but you don't know.
Yeah, Leaf, that is a good idea.
Yeah, let's do it.
But
Right.
in order to kill before we can.
Yeah, if you could
Yeah.
do that, so faithful Gregor.
Well,
Right,
yeah.
well,
Who wants to go get the bones? Shall we all go
Well,
up?
let us check the other one first.
yeah, good idea.
Comes back.
Yeah, so, yeah, Bungo's had enough. As soon as he sees everybody's kind of occupied talking about something else, he gets up and dashes out back into the
Sneaks
hallway.
And I'm gonna just keep dragging him back.
I'll just keep going.
and getting angry. Get back here.
You guys combine efforts once more, and you manage to get this stone out of the way. And same thing. You see a...
Empty inside.
yeah, you open it up, presumably.
Yep.
And again, it appears to be empty.
Okay, let's go get the bones.
Yeah.
Onward.
I guess the tech magic would be done. We'll say that.
What is it?
Yeah, your detect magic is probably done.
Yeah.
Gregor's rest is definitely
Are
done.
we all going?
Do I detect?
Perhaps,
Do I detect any necromancy magic down here, or is it still just the same as above, where it's kind of the whole house? Or maybe not necromancy in specific. Do I detect anything besides the whole, like just the aura? Also, I have that necklace on me too. I don't know if that was.
There is
cursed in some way.
there is a there is kind of just this subtle glow kind of all around you of magic, but this is something which is not a magic of any particular school that you can really identify. Again, you just get that same sense. You get that same sense that something weird is up with this house,
Okay.
but you do sense it stronger down here,
Okay.
in kind of this basement level.
Alright. Let's go get skeletons.
Well, maybe someone should stay here to watch Gregor.
I can stay with Gregor. That's tough to read.
Okay, so I don't think we need to really take the maps. So you guys, so the three of you, Bungo, are you?
I'm going to go up with him.
You're going up with them. Okay. So Bungo kind of timidly follows behind. You guys make your way up the narrow attic stairs. Very long climb, very exhausting, because you recall that the door to get out is all the way up in the attic. So kind of like 3 stories up you go. Finally push open the door and you find everything exactly as you found it, as you left it, sorry. You head towards the children's room and you open up the door and you enter. The 2 skeletons are lying upon the ground.
We'll leave this one to a short rest.
I guess I'll
I was kind of watching.
So
but,
you're both short resting at this point.
Can we grab enough bones, like all of us? Can we grab all the skeletons?
Yeah, who wants to grab which? What?
Oh.
What? And how are you?
Bungo, I say you grab the little
guy's bones.
guy's bones.
I'm not grabbing any bones. Bones are free.
Wait, is there a bed? Yeah, there's a bed, right? There are blankets.
Yeah, there were beds.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
a chest too.
Yeah.
Oh,
There is
chest.
beds. There are blankets.
Alright, why don't we
There's
do
the toy chest.
do it like Gregor? Just use blankets and put them in the blankets and then make a little bag with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you kind of you take the blankets off of both beds. You kind of lay them out on the ground and kind of
And we keep them separated.
yeah. Try your best to kind of put one skeleton and one skeleton on the other, and you kind of do your best to wrap it up and kind of like hold it from the top. It kind of takes 2 of you to keep it all together for each skeleton. But you manage to bundle them up in kind of the most respectful way you can, and you begin the long trek down the stairs with them. You make it kind of back to the entrance, which you recognize, and head towards the crypts.
Alright, let's
Let's throw these in there.
let's see. Alright, so I take Rose's skeleton with Bartimaeus and
Okay. You guys open up the lid of the coffin, kind of unbundle the little skeleton which you guys had bundled up. Kind of delicately, the 2 of you kind of try to get your arms under it, lift it up, and place it within the coffin. You close the lid of the coffin, and as soon as you do, you feel just like this sharp, like exhaling feeling, and almost as though some sort of wind has exited your body. And to Bartimaeus, you just kind of see Leaf just kind of like convulse forward a little bit, and then all is well. Your flaw is removed.
I whisper to the coffin, sleep well.
that was
No tears.
No tears.
alright.
2. And keep upping the ante every time. I shed 2 tears.
By the end, I fall like a baby.
Alright, Bungo and Fraser, I assume you guys do the same.
What's that?
Yeah. Bungo and Fraser, are you?
I'm kind of staying away from the bone bag.
Like-
Creeps me out.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're supposed to be helping Fraser, but Fraser's kind of like struggling to like carry this like bed sheet with bones in it by himself. He's kind of frustrated with you.
Alright, I'll come over and help Fraser since he's clearly having a hard time.
Okay, so Leaf and Fraser do the same thing, and they open up the coffin, kind of unbundle the skeleton. This one's much smaller. It's much easier for you guys to pick up. You place it in the coffin, close the lid, and then Bungo, you are standing out in the hallway, but you feel like a sharp exhale, and your body kind of convulses forward for a moment, and all of the fear and the like sadness that was in you just kind of begins to dissipate, and you are kind of just your old self again.
Thank God. Alright, guys, I'm feeling much better right now.
And I can light you on fire too.
Nothing's gonna stop me.
Excellent.
So at this point, if you guys intend to move on, I would say their short rest is done.
Okay.
Unless you guys also plan on doing a short rest.
Okay.
Yeah, so this process of kind of taking the skeleton, going upstairs 3 stories, taking the skeletons, figuring out a plan. You guys discussed a plan for how you're going to carry them downstairs. Brought them down, placed them in the coffins. You have spent the better part of an hour kind of working on this. And Gregor, you hear with a mighty grinding noise, the stone from the crypt that Gregor had locked himself away in slides out of the way, and he emerges looking fresh as a daisy.
Oh, he feels much better. Just needed rest. Albrecht, how are you doing, friend?
I am good. It is good to see you are well, Gregor.
Oh, yes. Much better. Feeling a little, like exfoliated.
yeah, burn off all the dead skin.
One way to do it.
Oh man. Alright, so yeah, to the north and to the west, more tunnels. There are also tunnels the way we came from.
Let's go onwards. Where were we going before? Down.
Oh, little man, you've discovered more courage. Very good.
Yeah, I'm feeling great right now. I don't know what was up with me before.
Very good.
I saw a large opening up to the north. And I point down this hallway.
Do you want to go down or to left?
There's opening. There's a big opening that way. So
Well, let us enter it.
Let's go. Going right behind Gregor.
Yeah, so as you kind of head down this stairway, as you kind of peer down the tunnel to your left, you hear the chanting noise that has kind of been permeating the downstairs. That very quiet, low chanting that you've been hearing the entire time you've been down here seems to be a little bit louder down that hallway.
this one here, like.
So to your left, yeah, as you're heading down the stairs. But you carry on and head down the second set of stairs.
Oh, alright.
I mean, or you.
Well, I mean, unless you don't. That's where you were headed, though, right?
I just knew we were going this way. I didn't
Okay.
know the direction.
Well,
Did I?
you can discuss that.
Hey, what's the holdup?
I hear the chanting is louder to my left here. Should we go upstairs? Or do we go downstairs right here?
Well,
Let us go this way first, and then we investigate the chanting.
Sure, we'll go straight.
Yes.
okay.
It's a big room.
You see a 4-foot diameter well shaft with a 3-foot high stone lip, which appears to kind of descend 30 feet down into a water-filled cistern. There's a wooden bucket still hanging from a rope and pulley mechanism bolted to the crossbeams above the well. There appears to be 5 side rooms, which each contain a wood-framed bed with a moldy straw mattress and a wooden chest, presumably to hold personal belongings.
Oh no.
Well, you know what Gregor is doing.
I know exactly what that means.
Gregor, smash his chest.
Okay.
Mimic.
So these chests are reinforced. And each appear to be secured with a rusty iron padlock. You can attempt to smash it, but you can tell that this would be difficult.
Are these rooms look like they've been lived in more recently than the rest of the house?
Make a perception check.
Okay.
While he's trying to perceive that, I will smash.
Sure, make an athletics check. Or just a strength check, actually.
Oh.
We'll take that roll though, because it was a good roll. But is strength the same for you? Do you have? No, you would have. That'd be -2, right?
Yeah. Just strength check. Yeah. Yeah. You bring your
DC-20, you bastard.
It's DC-20. You bring your fist down upon it, and you hear the wood kind of give a little splinter, like a little crack beneath the weight. But it manages to hold, and you don't get it out.
All right. Can I just lift it up?
Sure.
All right. I'll just pick it up.
Yeah, you pick it up.
I'm gonna throw it in the center of the room here.
Okay. Like down the well.
No. Just like in the middle of the room here.
Okay.
And then I'll do that with all of them.
Oh my gosh.
All of
Okay.
I want to kind of like pile them up, and then I want to stand on the cistern and then like drop my body weight into it and have them endure the strength check of my weight falling off.
Okay, so Gregor goes around picking up all of the chests, and you can tell they do have things in them. They're all varying weights. You kind of take them all. You kind of put them, like, smash them down into the middle of the room, just in a big pile of wood and metal. And you step onto the brim of the well.
3 feet in the air.
Yeah, and you jump on top of the boxes. Make an athletics check.
I feel like it's a different because I'm 500 pounds of meat, so they need to bear 500 pounds of meat falling like 5
reinforced chest. I'd say
Yeah,
probably.
It needs to be like a good drop too, right? Like if
Yeah,
you're
you
flying
need
down
to-
slowly.
You need the right angle.
All right, so there's some athletics to it. Okay. Come
Just
on.
an RKO out of nowhere.
All right.
What is he doing? A madman.
23.
Yeah, okay. The top couple of chests just kind of push off the
Heap of
the heap of
chests.
chests, but you manage to really land on like a couple of them,
Nice.
and the wood splinters, and 2 of them, the things within now lay exposed before you. You find that one of the chests had a black leather eye patch.
I said,
I know. Black leather iPad.
Yeah, black leather eye patch with a carnelian sewn into it, like as though it was like a replacement for the eye. You kind of judge that the carnelian is worth probably about 50 gold pieces.
wait, does Albrecht still have his detect magic on?
I do not. I also rolled perception, but we haven't gotten that yet.
And then another one of the chests that you managed to smash open contained what appears to be a silvered short sword.
Ooh.
Oh shit.
If you were to judge its worth, you would place it at around 110 gold pieces.
I will grab that short sword and say, "Who wants silly thing?"
I do.
I'll take it.
Okay, rat human.
All
You
right.
get it for your leadership earlier. I hear through stone.
Thank you. Can I also have the eye patch?
That
Well, it's
was
like
the eye
together.
catch. Oh, wasn't that like the thing?
Detached it.
Which were you?
The eye
No,
patch.
two of the chests broke open. One of them had an eye patch with a carnelian in it.
Yeah, that's what he's
The
Yeah.
other one had a.
Okay,
the
that's
other
what
one-
I want. Is the eye
Yeah.
patch.
Okay, and then there's a silvered short sword.
I want the short sword.
Okay.
That's okay.
While he's doing that, can
Is
I?
that okay? Do we want to contest that?
What's-
We can debate that.
What about my perception?
Three of the chests still remain locked, sitting in the room.
I'll go at one of them with my crowbar and thieves' tools to try and break open the rusty lock.
Which would you like to
Thieves.
try? Breaking the lock or
Picking it.
picking it?
Yeah.
Okay. So make a thieves tools check.
I'm actually gonna help you out with that one. I'm gonna try.
Can
and
I
help
go to
with
the other
picking lock.
one? I'm gonna go to the other one and I'll also use my thieves tools.
Okay. So Bungo goes over to Bartimaeus and kind of examines the lock along with him. They work together to try to pick it. So make a thieves tools check with advantage then. So 19. Yeah, you managed to click open the padlock. And the chest opens before you. You find inside 11 gold pieces and 60 silver pieces in a pouch made of what appears to be human skin.
Oh god.
What? What was inside the ice? Was zoned out for a second.
There was a pouch inside
Yeah.
that appears to be made of human skin
Yeah.
and contains 11 gold pieces and
Ooh.
60 silver pieces.
Sweet find.
Yeah.
Yes. Sweet.
Fry that baby up.
No.
Make a thieves tools check for yourself as well.
How do I? Whoa.
You can just click. Oh, I don't know if you added it as a.
Oh, do I have to add it as a?
You can just make a dexterity check and add 2, basically same thing.
Okay. Plus 2. I guess. Which doesn't do much for me.
Yeah, you try to pick this one, but no matter how hard you try, it just does not seem to be opening for you. So,
Can I try my crowbar?
yeah, you can try to just pry the lock off.
Yeah.
Make a athletics check with advantage.
Athletics.
Yeah, okay. So this time you managed to kind of get some good leverage, kind of apply the pressure to the padlock, and you push as hard as you can, and the padlock snaps open. You open up the chest and you find that it contains 3 moss. I'm not sure how to say this word actually. Agates.
I think so.
It's
Yeah.
a type of stone.
Yeah.
3 moss agates worth about 10 gold pieces each, in a folded piece of black cloth.
I will take the cloth.
Okay.
We can leave the agates. It's fine.
Okay.
Yeah. But I take the gold pieces and silver pieces, and then I pick up the sack of skin.
You give Bungo the sack of skin.
Does Bungo want the skin?
I take the skin and throw it in your face.
What are you doing? Good sack. I'll take sack.
Wait, what is that sack?
You sack of skin.
There's a backstory to that.
Is
Why do
it?
you want that?
Does it look like my skin? I don't care. Leather is leather.
What
You're
kind of skin?
anti-human.
Do we know? Is it like very stretchy kind of skin?
I'll observe the gold pieces too to see if anything's fishy with it.
I know what you're getting at. It's I don't care if it's a ball sack. I'll take any type of sack. I'm very devoid of adventuring gear right now. We're out for a hunt, and I only had my ceremonial family glaive with me.
As far as you can tell, these are normal gold and silver pieces. Nothing particularly special about them. 1 chest remains. Anybody care to have a crack at it?
Yeah, I'll have a crack at it. I picked up the black cloth though.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything else to it? It's just black cloth.
Just appears to be a piece of black cloth.
Alright.
Don't forget to add stuff to your inventory as you guys.
Oh, yeah,
you guys.
shoot. How many?
I'm not adding stuff to your inventory for you, so you have to keep track of all that
Of
stuff.
course. So
What I recommend doing is if it's like troublesome to actually enter true inventory items on Roll20, just write it in a box as a note, and then when on our downtime between sessions, you can add it properly. If anything has a weight that you need to worry about, I will tell you when you get it.
Also, before I go and tinker with this, I want to make it clear that I'm wearing the eye patch now.
Okay. Somehow swiftly, while you guys were distracted with the other chests, Leaf has slipped on this eye patch and now just has this gemstone over one of her eyes.
so solid.
And is now hunched over trying to pick the final lock.
I go peer over and she's picking a lock just because I want to see what's in there too.
I left those stones over there, by the way. I don't give a shit about them.
Oh.
Yeah, so 3 moss agates worth 10 gold pieces each are up for grabs.
And
Well, why don't you let one of them have it? Because we have that 800 gold piece thing.
they don't know about.
They don't know about it.
Yeah, they
Actually, you should be as if like, no, we should share that. So that like, how come you're that super chill?
Maybe
over
they'll
there?"
just think you're friendly.
Oh, that's a good point too.
I shouldn't be helping you.
I mean, you guys come from no.
Make a
village,
piece.
right?
True.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I did, but it's not the best.
Pay your taxes.
Yeah, again, this padlock seems to be giving you trouble. You're just not.
Someone maybe help me smash.
Wait, I have a crowbar.
Yeah.
Worked on the last one.
Strength check with advantage.
Strength check?
Yeah, I'll
We
like
did athletics.
help
last time.
help
Or,
me-
sorry, yeah.
help
Okay.
lever the crowbar with
I
you.
appreciate athletics, but not straight strength.
This time you pry and you pry, but this padlock is really holding firm.
Alright, Gregor. What can you do?
Big man, get in there.
You could all just like group smash it if you want
It's
to.
true.
Yeah, okay. That sounds good.
Yeah, you guys. Do you all decide to?
I don't take part in
I'll
this.
help in there.
I'll watch.
Okay, so
Okay, so a couple of you kind of get together. A couple of you have crowbars,
Yeah.
so you just kind of enough with like trying to get the lock off. You just start bashing at the wood together. Gregor's like giant fists just like pounding it.
I've also brought out my hammer.
Crowbars. Yeah, you bash through it, and eventually you break through the reinforced wood, and again are able to retrieve the contents. You find an ivory hairbrush with silver bristles, very ornate, kind of a white with gold trim. You estimate that it would be worth about 25 gold pieces.
Alright, who hasn't got anything?
Alright, why don't
Well, it's
we
hairbrush.
split all this gold and silver up and all this stuff?
Oh, I've got what I need. You guys.
And
Take
you're looking
the-
good with that eye patch.
Yeah.
This short
Wow.
This short sword will be useful. I'm trained in the art of two-hand combat from the Master at Arms, where I'm from.
Interesting. And where are you from?
Same place as Albrecht. Misophonia. What's it called?
Island.
What type
Right.
of combat are you trained in?
Two-handed. One hand, two hands.
It's fascinating.
I'll show you soon. It's like what I did with fists against tiny rat insects.
Wow. How many battles have you won?
Oh, many. All that I have fought.
What was your best battle?
Someone's gotta cry.
Do you say that out loud?
Yeah.
Best battle is also worst battle, is where I kill my father. He was injured, and where I'm from, a man who is injured is worth nothing. So he asked me to kill him. This glaive, I decapitate him with glaive.
You can tell that I'm like moved, but I'm also eyeing that glaive.
Yes. It was saddest moment, but proudest moment, because father, he is proud man, and to dishonor yourself is to dishonor your family and your country.
Very,
And we do not dishonor them.
very honorable of you.
Yes.
I'm gonna take a look at that glaive.
You cannot touch the glaive.
Not that.
Maybe
Maybe another time.
Maybe later, yes, perhaps.
Hey, who took the hairbrush?
That's maybe like a euphemism or something.
I'll take
You
it.
still not euphemism yet.
I really want to touch your glaive, baby.
But
While
do
they're
know,
doing all
yes,
the
it takes 2 hands to
Or after
reach
they're
profit.
Okay, Bongo claims the hairbrush out of the chest, and then Fraser wants to say something.
Oh yeah, while they were doing all the chest stuff, I want to look inside the well and like kind of investigate it.
Zach, what was the perception check I made like way before any of the shenanigans went down?
Sorry. What was it for?
So basically, does this look more lived in than the rest of the house? Like, if people been here recently?
Right. And you rolled a
18.
18. It looks about as well kept as the rest of the house did. So the rest of the house seemed pretty well kept, other than being dusty and cobwebbed. It's the same down here. There's certainly no appearance that the beds have been slept in recently or the chests have been accessed, but it all seems to be in good condition.
Okay. Alright, look down that well.
Yeah, I want to like see what I can perceive down the well.
So make a perception check.
I can word that in a way.
I could send Kundan down there, see what he sees.
I was gonna send Barnaby down there.
Can he climb up sheer rock?
It's a snake. You can.
You could lower him in the bucket.
Oh, the bucket's up. I thought the bucket was down.
Or my parent could
It was
fly.
Okay,
it's
well,
not a pulley
okay.
system. Like you
Send
can-
down bongos. They're already
It's a
flying.
Bongos jump for anything now.
But can my snake climb down the wall?
No, I mean it is a sheer wall. Snakes can't stick to the wall.
Yeah, they can.
Snake is Barnaby, pal.
Spider.
Sticky
Also,
snake.
what is Barnaby gonna see down there?
It's like a 30-foot sheer drop, so I'm gonna say no.
Okay. I'll put him in the bucket.
Okay, you raise the bucket, you kind of dump out the water from beneath, and you put Barnaby in the bucket, and you lower the bucket.
And while I'm lowering it, I want to like see through its eyes.
Okay.
I can only see through its blind sight, mind you.
Okay.
Hey, Fraser, what are you doing with your snake?
I don't pay any attention to it.
In fact, you are
Well, we're
blind
gonna
and
do it
deaf
there.
right now, so.
Okay, that. So I do that.
To your knowledge, he's not paying any attention to you.
But I can feel when I like hit the bottom, I guess.
Yeah, the bucket hits the water at the bottom.
Yeah.
And you can tell just from the sense of your snake that there is a stream that runs underneath this house. Like this well was built to access the water from an underground stream. There's nothing of interest, no movement other than the water that you sense down there. Just seems to be a well.
Bring him back up. And then once they're finished with their chest stuff, I tell them that there's an underground stream, I guess.
How did your snake see that?
Yeah, it sensed it. It didn't see it. It sensed it. With its blind sight.
How does? All right.
I want to like look over the edge. Like, does it look dark down there? Like,
Oh,
you
yeah.
can see. Or
Yeah,
no?
it's very dark. It's about 30 feet. I mean, you're holding a torch. And you can, like, the light of the torch reaches the bottom. It's pitch black, but the torch lights up. You can see all the way down. You see kind of the bucket. You see the water flowing underneath. You can even hear the sound of the water.
Okay. Well, shall we continue looking around in this house first before we? I think we should eventually go down there. Go for that's fine.
I cannot fit down such a small hole.
Yeah, you would be the only one of the party that could even fit down the well.
Ow. Wow. Never mind.
Oh, yeah. Up to you, Bungo. Go see what's downstairs.
I mean, I'm happy to go down.
No, there was the voices to the west.
Yeah, why don't we go check those out? Also, wait, before we're at that though, I've got like a bunch of gold and silver. Are we just gonna split that up, or am I just taking all
How
of
we
it?
do? Can we break it down yet? We haven't really had an opportunity to like get rid of anything.
Wait, I tossed you the pouch. I didn't have. I took.
Oh, you took that?
silver, yeah.
So the stuff that has a worth, you would need to at least be like you couldn't sell it within the house, right? So like I kind of said before that like stuff with a worth you can just treat as gold and silver, but that was kind of under the assumption that you could go and sell it to somebody if you wanted to. You can't right now. So all the stuff that you have, like your gemstones and whatever, mark down their worth because you might want to sell them later, but you have those actual objects with you at this time. How you divide them up is entirely up to you.
Alright. Bartimaeus, why don't we share some of that gold that you snagged from that chest so quickly?
I only think I grabbed one or two, but sure, I can share a couple pieces.
A couple, how about like all of it?
Oh no, I didn't grab all of it. There was only one or two in there.
I'm pretty sure there was 10 gold and 11 gold and 60 silver.
No.
Why did you say that you didn't grab all of it, but say
No. I grabbed all of it, but
Oh.
there's only one or two pieces.
Okay.
It's pretty dark though. Are you sure you saw all that?
Yeah, there was 11 gold and 60 silver. For sure.
Quick counter.
Yeah.
Well, Bungo has a sharp memory, apparently.
No, I don't think so. I'm pretty sure. Let me look through my stuff.
What race are you again, Dan?
I'm a tiefling.
Oh. Shifty dark monster. Why do you lie to little man?
You know what? There was 5 pieces of gold. Okay.
Good.
If you really want to carry this through, then it would be a contest. So you would make a deception check versus Bungo's insight check.
Even though I was like there when you opened it and I could see it.
I'm going to say you have advantage on your insight check.
Oh,
It's gotta be a 1. 2 1s.
ooh.
He just made it. He just made it.
Wow.
You hesitate for a moment. You're like, did I just see that wrong? And you kind of shake it off. You're like, what am I saying? Like, I counted that gold and silver, and you know he's lying to you.
Wait, Bungo rolled 7 though, and Danny rolled 8.
He had advantage
Oh,
because
okay.
he was there when the gold got discovered.
Alright, I reluctantly take out all the gold pieces and play it off as if I was just having a little joke.
Do we believe him?
Alright,
Do you care?
so
to
how many
challenge?
people are we splitting this between? Is it just me and you, or the people in on this?
I think it's just me and you.
Alright,
Yes,
cool.
I have sword. I am happy.
Yeah, I don't care about gold.
I got an eye patch.
Yeah.
Alright.
And this black cloth.
And I
Wonder
have,
who owned this.
and I have sack for jewels. Yes.
Alright, then I'll take the half the silver and 5 of the gold. You'll have 6 gold and 30 silver. Alright, why don't we go towards that chanting?
Yeah.
Oh jeez.
Yeah, it's spooky now.
Oh.
I'm gonna send her cousin down that way.
Good idea.
Around the corner, see what you can see.
What if we I pat Albrecht, say, what if we team up, and I bring out Barnaby up to the hawk. Hopefully, like I want to see like if it attacks him or not. Does it attack? Like,
Oh, it doesn't. No.
Okay. What if you fly with Barnaby, and Barnaby can see things that your hawk might not be able to see.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting. So we're cutting and just kind of grabs Barnaby.
Presumably Barnaby's blind sight is based on the fact that it has contact with the ground.
It doesn't say that.
Well, I think it might in the blind sight
Yeah, let's double check that.
description.
What if it's like vibrations in the air?
I mean, sure.
Maybe like wind going by him.
Creature with blind sight, it's dependent on the creature. But presumably the type of blind sight that snakes have would be based on contact with the ground.
Maybe not then. I'll send a cousin around. How far can they go? 100 feet?
Yeah, you won't have any trouble. Arkan then flies kind of down the stairway and rounds the corner. And you see, or are you looking through its eyes, or?
I was gonna go and come back, so
Okay.
maybe.
He comes back, and he kind of communicates to you that there is a long staircase heading down even deeper into the earth, and that the chanting appears to be much louder down that stairway.
Yeah, so is another stairway going down, and is that where the chanting is coming from? Do we want to search more here or go down there?
Let's go see these guys. See what they're up to.
Yeah, I wonder what these chants are.
Alright, let's go.
Okay,
Alright,
so,
let's meet you ahead of you.
Yeah.
What is your passive perception?
Oh
Albert?
no. Uh-oh. 13. Well,
No, I'm going ahead of you.
passive perception on Arcanum is 14. I don't know if you want mine or his. Like,
You head down the side. I'm gonna back all you guys up.
oh no.
Uh,
I'm gonna eat shit, boys.
Albrecht heads down. Move me all back here. And as soon as you reach about here, with their content on your shoulder, you feel the ground give way beneath you. Several rotted wooden planks covered by a thin layer of dirt just break under your weight.
Oh boy.
You fall onto a layer of spikes.
Oh damn. It's all over for old Albrecht.
You fall
I was going for
10 feet straight down onto a bunch of crudely carved spikes, taking 3 bludgeoning damage plus 11 piercing damage.
Ooh.
As you just fall flat, completely unaware on these spikes beneath you.
That is uncomfortable.
You scream in pain, you're like bleeding. You manage to kind of get yourself up and stand in such a way that you're not touching any of them because it kind of spread out around the ground. But now you're stuck in a 10-foot pit.
Kind of brushed myself off. I'm like, maybe Gregor goes first from now on.
Albrecht, no! What are you doing?
I'm fine, Gregor.
He's not fine. Your blood is coming out.
Only a little bit of blood.
Alright, you're stuck in a 10-foot thing.
Yeah.
How tall are you?
5'5", so I don't know.
5'5".
I rolled for it.
You could
Like,
probably
it's like,
you
it's like
could-
5
you
and
could
10.
reach. you
Yeah, I was
could
gonna say
reach
my
down.
wingspan is probably like 8 feet or so. So one arm is like
Yeah,
3 or 4
Marking that
feet.
pit
Sure.
for you guys.
All right.
Let's do it.
So I'll just reach down and pull you out. Because being huge is fun.
Yeah.
You guys are on the other side of the pit, though.
Alright.
Like the
Oh.
side of the pit.
Where's the pit exactly?
The red.
Oh, okay.
And now there is a 5-foot spike pit in front of you.
Alright. I will jump across.
Well, we can go around. It connects if we go around. Isn't that the way down?
Are you sure, Albrecht?
Yeah.
Let me
The
lead the
content-
way.
the
You
content
just
has seen
describe it this time.
Go back into the other room and turn right.
Are we sure that
Right.
we're
You?
not just gonna find another pit?
Well, this time we will look.
Wait, which way?
Go right.
Go right.
And then right. If you go down,
This
it
way.
connects.
Okay. Alright, Gregor, you get to about there.
Sure.
Oh, there's this other room here. we can
And
go
you hear a weird noise kind of coming from the ground beneath you. All of a sudden, you see an arm shoot out of the ground and kind of grasp. And then you see another arm shoot up out of the ground beside it and grasp. And the figure begins to pull itself up. And what you see before you is what you know to be a ghoul.
Ooh.
Nice.
An undead creature with blood dripping down its face and kind of skeletal but muscular, lifts itself out of the ground. You look to your left and you see this. You look straight ahead and another arm comes shooting out of the ground.
Oh, I want to sit on it.
Just puts his head back in.
It's strength check. Lift 500 pounds. Try it. Well, 500 plus my current carry, which is like 35.
You then see beyond the one in front of you another one emerging from the ground, and you hear a sound to your left, and you kind of see around the corner another one emerging from the ground. They start just growling and kind of making disgusting noises at you as they prepare themselves for their next meal.
Their next meal, bullshit. They can eat this human flesh sack. Can we take a quick break before this battle?
It is 8:30.
Smash break?
Yeah, smash break.
A little dirty party.
Dirty party. Thank God I had that shield from leveling up, bro.
Okay, so I'm back now. We have 4 ghouls have emerged from the ground before you guys and are about to strike. We've got let's see here. Apologies, forgot to snap here. The ghoul that you saw pop up first, Gregor, he immediately goes after you.
But of course.
Feral, just blood and spittle running down its face. It attempts to claw you.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say grapple.
And rolls a natural 20.
Ooh.
Alright. So its claws rake against you for 15 points of slashing damage.
Holy shit.
Are
you
just
alive?
tearing against your skin.
Gregor screams and flexes. Punches from his muscles, and he reduces that damage by 1d12 plus 3.
You mean 1 plus 3.
If we don't roll a 1.
You mean 1 plus
Oh
3.
yeah, exactly.
Okay.
A 6.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
Hold on a second, my big fudge. So it reduces by 6. So
Yeah.
how much was it going to be originally?
15.
So now it's down to 9. So then I'm down to 12. Con saving throw.
Yep. Yeah, so you feel your muscles as the claws rake through your flesh. You feel your muscles begin to tense, but you shake it off, and
Tensing them harder.
tensing them harder. Apparently.
Hey, Gregor's techniques are not to be argued with.
Bartimaeus, you have the top of the turn order this time.
Okay, I'm gonna peek through. How far is the furthest goblin away?
They're ghouls,
Ghouls.
and the furthest one is 5, 10, 15, 20 feet away.
Okay, I'm gonna cast sleep on
Him as the center point.
him as a center point.
Okay.
Oh, whoops, I cast this on the back.
So sleep is a roll, if I'm not mistaken. And it affects the one with the least HP first, and then continues downward.
I don't know what that just did.
31.
I probably rolled for you. It's
Oh, okay.
45 d8.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, so you reach out your hands and you kind of hum a tune, or do you play? What do you
Same
do?
one.
How do you cast this sleep spell?
I start playing on my tin whistle. I'll,
I should sound
Dude, here's something you know concerning that.
okay, yeah, I'll play on my harmonica then.
He contemplates using his flute. You hear this melody echoing through the cave behind you, Gregor, and it kind of seems to be focused towards the ghoul in the back, who begins to kind of nod off a little bit, but he shakes it off and just kind of growls and still readies himself for combat.
31? Or fuck, boys.
Holy shit!
What was it? What?
Unless they can't be asleep. We don't know that yet.
Another ghoul runs up from around the corner, just swinging its claws at you again.
But of course,
18 to hit,
that hits.
dealing 5 points of slashing damage, and making another Constitution saving throw. Yeah, no problem. Don't even feel anything, other than the pain of the slashing. No muscle tensing or anything. Bungo.
Alright, I'm gonna grab my battle axe and run through everybody here. Then run through Gregor's legs like a reason.
Yeah, Bungo just runs through the fray
It's
with
totally
his with his shield and axe brandished.
Then I'm going to just come off the battle axe like right up to the guy on the left there.
Okay.
Get some!
Yeah, that absolutely hits.
Is that a 17?
Cover damage, you're good to go. Oh yeah.
Nice. Yeah, you give this thing a good slashing with your axe. It lets out a howl of pain and kind of recoils back as you see kind of just blood splatter across the ground from the impact.
And I'm gonna flex like just like Gregor does, trying to imitate him. I'm gonna use action search, and I'm gonna go at him again.
Ooh, cool.
12.
Yes.
Oh,
you,
yeah,
you
baby.
managed to hit
Each.
12 points of slashing damage. Yeah, you bring your axe up again and just kind of hacking away at the same guy. He's like already starting to like kind of quiver under the impact of your blows. There's just blood like soaking the ground now. Yeah, he's looking pretty wounded actually. Gregor.
Alright, I draw a long sword that I'm holding.
Yep.
And enraged by the disgusting monsters attacking me from the ground, I shall attack one.
You entered a rage, yeah.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
I wasn't sure if that was just flavor or a
Yes.
subtle way of saying.
I entered a rage.
Yeah, super enraged. Alright, and which one was Bungo hitting?
The one on the left. The one on, like, your right as a character.
Oh, this guy?
Yeah.
Okay. So I will, where's Albrecht right now?
Way back there,
He's a
chilling.
little ways behind.
Alright, well then I will just take a little step forward into the fray and attack this lad right here.
Okay, so kind of stepping over Bungo, you head straight for the one in front of you and swing your glaive,
No,
Or-
long sword.
longsword.
Yeah, that 16 to hit.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Okay, you bring the longsword down upon kind of where the shoulder reaches the neck. You just leave like a big gash right there.
And then I will draw upon my limited well of stamina to gain some hit points back. Woo!
Nice.
Leaf.
Yeah.
Some pretty close quarters here, but you could try to stab from the corner. Stab around the corner.
Yeah. I'm gonna stab that one that Bungo was just hitting.
Cool. You kind of cram your way into the corner beside Bungo, and you start jabbing out your rapier, trying to get a good strike. Yeah, you hit. Now the good rolls are coming out.
Oh, I should have brought. I had some Cheetos. I was
Crunchy or puffy?
Why don't you tell
Crunchy
us
and
that
spicy.
now?
limited
Yeah.
appeal, but those who like them like them.
You stab this thing straight through the stomach. It kind of lets out a screech at you and begins kind of like flailing its claws wildly. It's looking pretty rough. Definitely mess something up here. Okay. The ghoul behind the one in front of Gregor is kind of reaching, trying to kind of attack around his companion in front, and you can like smell their breath as they screech at you, but he's unable to kind of get past his companion in order to make an attack. However, the one in front of you lunges on you and attempts to bite you.
Who? Me?
Yeah.
Oh.
15 to hit,
Beats it.
dealing 9 points of piercing damage as you feel its sharp teeth beginning to rip the flesh from you.
You said piercing?
Yep.
I have resistance to piercing.
Oh shit.
So it drops to 4 or 5.
4. Always round down unless it doesn't work.
Sweet. Only when I'm raged, Sean.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Cool. Albrecht.
Right, so hearing this commotion, I would assume I'd come up here and be like, oh great, ghouls. What do I know about ghouls?
Yeah, make an Arcana check.
I know very little.
You know that these are undead creatures, and that they are immune to poison. But they themselves have. You remember that they have some kind of effect when their claws dig into somebody.
Interesting. Okay. Take a shot at this fella to the left of Gregor.
Okay.
With the fireball.
To the left on the map, you mean?
Yeah, to the left of Gregor.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You fire. Yeah, it hits.
Oh, thank God it's not a 1 or 2.
Your firebolt kind of glances right off the shoulder, leaving like a singed mark on the skin, and the ghoul like doubles over with pain. You just see like blood dripping out of his body, and he looks like he has very little strength left in him.
It's pretty metal.
Fraser.
Oh, okay. Alright.
This is really tight. I'm trying to be generous, but
What do you mean?
There's just so many tokens.
I mean,
I'm gonna run.
normally you wouldn't be able to occupy the same space as your companion, and then you wouldn't be able to attack certain things.
Yeah.
Blah blah blah. blah. I'm gonna say you guys are getting real friendly.
I think people can easily occupy this. Like
You're
you
just
and I can
cramming,
occupy the
yeah.
same square.
That's like, yeah, that's fairly
I'm
decent.
gonna run into here, where
It's just like
where he is. I mean, like I can run in
I'm
there,
attacking
but I
him
can
at,
leave
like,
the
a
area
lower level,
after.
like between my legs, just like
It's
attacking.
when you
his
end
leg.
your turn that you
Slam
can't
to
be
the
there.
people with the like.
Yeah,
attack
you
the
attack
guy's
somebody
shoulders
too.
and just attack
Yeah,
him.
you kind of
Both
shove.
attacks.
Okay, yeah, you kind of shove.
Oh, wait, sorry. Where am I?
Like both Bungo and Gregor are kind of crammed into that intersection right now.
Yeah.
Hey.
I'll squeeze in there, but I'll get out after.
I'm gonna say you definitely cannot attack the one to the south. You can either attack. You can kind of squeeze.
Unless I cast a spell.
As long as it's a spell that, like, if it's a ranged attack, I'm gonna say that's like it's gonna be really hard for you.
Oh no, like it's a radius, but it's like self target on myself. It's Thunderwave.
Oh,
So
that's
Thunderwave
fine.
is like this.
Okay, so you push yourself into all of this chaos then.
Yeah, and then
As far as you
I want to
can.
like kind of let out like a yell, kind of like as my Thunderwave.
Okay.
Yeah. And like I want to like I'll push Gregor aside, and then like in the same area. Well, okay, well I'll, like I'll squeeze in, I guess. And then so like this is the variance of Thunderwave. So I'm gonna choose this one right here. So it doesn't affect the point of origin, but all the squares around it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna allow that. There's no way you would be able to get in front of Gregor and Bungo at this stage. And Leaf is also like beside Bungo. Like there's like three people. There's like three people all crammed into this intersection right now. If you wanted to squeeze in and try to poke at something or try to do something, but you're not gonna get like past them so that you can cast stuff like
Well,
beyond them,
I don't
but
need to,
not them.
I don't need to cast it past them. Like I can just cast it in the same square. It's fine.
Yeah, but like they're gonna be in front of you. What I'm saying is they're gonna get affected by it.
No, because if you go to page 203, the player's handbook,
Of
the
course.
spell is a cube, so anything within the cube doesn't get affected.
Anything within the cube doesn't get affected.
Yeah.
There are three people occupying the same space, a 5-foot square space.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
I'm okay with them getting hit.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, you should have gone out of the space anyways.
What?
Well, Leaf doesn't get hit. She's behind me.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Bongo and Gregor are in front of you.
It's a
And we'll
Constitution
be-
saving throw. Fine.
Okay, probably. Alright, let's see what happens.
Okay. So they all make Constitution saving throws.
Yeah.
13.
And then I'll choose to use my divinity, destructive wrath. So it'll deal 16 damage instead.
Okay. 3 of them make the save and 1 does not. The one that didn't is the one that was heavily damaged. So you just hear Fraser. Fraser shoves his way into the battle. Also,
Yes.
no, you made it. Okay, you both made it. But you still take half damage. So each of you takes 8. Fraser shoves his way into the battle and just lets out an inhuman sound, like a blast of thunder comes out of his mouth somehow, and you guys are like shaken to your core, but you stay firm and take 8 points of thunder damage, right?
Yeah.
Fuck, man. Okay.
The ghoul that you were facing, Bungo, just crumples before you.
You take 8 instead of 16, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Just crumples before you down to the ground. You just see its eyes roll back and it falls down limply, kind of at the edge of the stairs. The other ones kind of take the brunt of the blast, but continue to snarl and howl.
The ones that get hit also.
That failed the saving throw?
Yeah.
None of the ones standing failed the saving throw.
Oh, they didn't.
Only the one that died failed
Oh,
the
okay.
saving throw. And then you're gonna back out?
Can I stay?
You really want in on this.
Not without, like, you're gonna give all of your companions disadvantage on their attack, because you're
Alright.
basically pushing them against the ghouls.
Can I back out to like where a leaf is?
Sure. Let's say you can do
Okay. So I guess I trigger attack of opportunity.
No, it's fine, because you have basically a meat shield of your companions in front of you right now.
Okay.
And you're screamed at.
Okay. That first ghoul, feeling the pain of your attack, does try to lunge at you though. Kind of reaching around Gregor, it swipes at you with its claws. But it misses entirely. You manage to kind of sidestep out of the way before it can catch you. Barneas.
If I use one of the scrolls I picked up, does that count as a spell slot?
No. But unless it is a spell that you have on your spell list, you'll have to make an attempt to use it.
Sure. I'll use bless,
Okay.
and I'll try and
Like scroll of, is it a scroll of
It
bless?
says bless. You bless up to 3 creatures of your choice within range whenever a target makes an attack roll or saving throw before the spell ends.
They add a 1d4. But is this from a scroll? Like one of the scrolls
Yeah.
that had a scroll of bless?
Yeah.
Okay, sure. So make an Arcana check as you pull out this scroll and you begin to read it, and you're like focusing all of your magical energy trying to cast a spell that you are not familiar with. The scroll, as you're reading it, begins to glow, and for a second there's this glimmer of like maybe this is working, but then it just kind of like shines and blinds you for a second, and then just like dissolves in your hands
Shit.
and like falls to the ground as dust, having no effect. Anything else?
Oh, I still have an action.
No, you would have if you want to do a bonus action, or if you want to move.
No, that's it.
That ghoul is dead. Bungo.
I'm gonna slide on my knees underneath of this ghoul on the other side. I'm trying to attack him in the
So you'll have to make a tumble check.
church. Yeah.
So make an acrobatics check, basically. I forget the rule that I said for this. I think it's versus theirs. Yeah, you manage to you tumble past this creature and stand yourself up on the other side of it.
Whack him in the back.
You try to whack him in the back, but you're not quite standing firm yet from your little tumble past him, and you misjudge and hit the ground beside him. Gregor.
Yeah. Alright. I'm going to draw out my silvered short sword and do the thing we talked about where my second attack has disadvantage because they're both not light.
Okay.
And I will attack this lad right ahead of me.
Yep.
I think that this will work. Bear with me. Let's see what
Yeah, that hits.
Yep. Okay, good.
Yeah. Okay. So you kind of you bring this long sword up, give it a good gash across the chest. Blood kind of splatters on the earth wall beside you.
Alright, and then so this, I'll just do a longsword again for the attack roll. And it has disadvantage.
Okay.
14.
Yeah, that still hits.
I think for next time, like I think halflings get a feature that let them go through a hostile creature space.
To be two sizes larger.
No, just one.
Yeah, for
Did I
now,
say
it's just
one?
one. Yeah.
Oh, okay. My bad. You made it anyway, so.
Anyway, I deal another 6 damage.
Yeah, you kind of bring the second sword up, another gash across the chest, and this thing is bleeding profusely. You see it kind of breathing heavily as it drools down upon the ground. Yeah, it's not looking too hot. Leaf.
I'm gonna step into this area with the dead ghoul,
Yep.
and again around the corner hit this guy
Okay.
in front right here with my rapier.
Yep. Yeah, that hits. And you also get sneak attack damage as well. I think you should have on the last. Oh, you missed on the
Yeah.
last one, right?
No, I have, but it's
Oh,
okay,
okay.
whatever. It's dead. Yeah, and then sneak attack damage.
So roll your sneak attack. So I think it's 1d6.
26.
Cool. You step over kind of the head of the body which had fallen beside you. You kind of place your arm on Gregor for just a little bit of a support, and you shove your rapier forward and stab this thing straight through the neck. It kind of grasps at your rapier for a second, and then falls limp and falls off of your sword to the ground.
Gross.
That'll.
No.
This last ghoul quickly just climbs over the body of its companion and rakes its claws against you, Leaf. 15 to hit. What's your AC?
13.
So that hits. Dealing 4 points of slashing damage, and you have to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, Constitution?
So there's an actual saving throw section for that, just in case you have proficiency in it. I don't think you do, but
I don't. Oh, saving throws. Yeah, I don't.
you can still click it there, but we'll roll that. Yeah, you feel kind of the effect of whatever is on this ghoul's claws begin to seep in, but you shake it off. It doesn't have any lingering effect on you.
That's it.
Albrecht.
I'm gonna take a shot at the one bot there.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a little bit covered on my screen. I don't know if you want.
Yeah, I mean, I let the last one go through. I would say if you roll a 1, you're gonna hit your friends. That's
Okay.
that's the thing.
Huh?
I crit.
Oh, right.
Woo, yeah, okay, roll for damage.
Yeah, it's pretty bad though. Hey, that's alright.
You take careful aim between Fraser and Lee and Gregor, and you fire a bolt as hard as you can towards this ghoul. It takes the full brunt of it. You just see the flames kind of like, as they impact, they kind of spread over the body and cause him to recoil back a bit. He's still standing, but he looks kind of like shocked. He stops kind of growling for a minute, and his eyes widen, and he looks a little bit scared.
Yeah, that's that for me.
Fraser.
I can't do it.
I will cast lightning blade on the one next to me.
Okay. Yeah, that hits for sure.
Nice.
Okay, cool. And what are the effects of lightning blade?
The one next to it will take my modifier damage, lightning damage.
Okay.
So 3 damage.
Okay, so you see the glaive hit this ghoul, and right as it makes impact, you see like a spark of lightning arc over and hit the ghoul beside it. 3 points of damage, you said?
Yep.
And kind of like leave a little burn mark on its arm. This ghoul on the right takes a swing back at you, Razor. 17 to hit.
That hits.
8 points of slashing damage and make a Constitution saving throw. Yeah, no problem. It hits you pretty hard, but it was more kind of like blunt force. It doesn't pierce your skin and has no effect on you.
I would like to use a reaction.
Okay?
I'm angry at this ghoul, and I use Wrath of Destruction.
Okay. So you see anger cross upon Fraser's face as he looks back at the ghoul.
I'm pretty sure it's 2d8. Let me just double check.
Describe the spell.
I thought I logged it somewhere.
What is it called?
Wrath of Destruction. It's a feature for my class.
Tempest Domain?
Yeah.
You mean destructive?
Destructive Wrath, yeah. Or no. Wrath of the Storm. Sorry. So, okay, yeah. It has to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Yeah.
It rolls a natural 20.
Oh. Then it takes half damage.
Okay. And it's still 2d8 though?
Yeah.
Okay. Bartimaeus.
Is there room for any more people to slash in there?
You could maybe get around Fraser to attack the one
On
that
the
he just attacked. That he just
Yeah.
smote.
okay, I'll do
You
that.
could definitely not attack the south one. Or,
Yeah.
sorry, the west one.
I'll attack the one next to one. Go there. Right here.
Yeah, you kind of squeeze in, kind of doing the same thing Leaf did. You kind of push Fraser a bit to the side to make room, and poke your rapier in there. You just managed to glance off of this thing, so close, but you hit.
How do I roll for damage?
Just click on the name of the attack,
Oh,
like
oh,
the
sorry.
in the roll window. Yeah. Yeah, it just kind of glances off of the arm of this thing, and it kind of looks at you angrily, and continues to snarl and growl at you. Bungo.
Take my battle axe and just attack him back.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you give this thing a good hacking with your axe. You leave you see it just kind of like convulse forward as you leave a big gash across its back. Is that all?
Yeah.
Okay.
I love that. That's it.
A little love tap. Gregor.
Aha! Excellent. Okay, I will attempt to attack this guy in front of me here. 10 to hit.
Yeah, unfortunately he manages to dodge out of the way of your strike.
Okay. This is disadvantage this time.
Yep.
13 to hit.
Yeah, so you swing wildly with your short sword and you manage to make contact in the chaos.
Alright.
Well, you don't know what you're doing, so. It's
That's fair.
and you also barely hit, so.
6, 12, I barely hit for a lot of damage.
Yeah, you manage to catch this one's leg as it kind of is sidestepping your first blow. It kind of goes down a little bit, you see it begin to limp, kind of on the one side, and it's starting to look pretty rough. Leaf,
I'll hit him with my rapier again.
go for it. Yeah, that hits for sure. Yeah, this one you just you kind of take aim for where you imagine its heart would be, and you drive your rapier straight through its body. Again, it kind of convulses for a little bit, but then eventually falls limp into the ground. Another ghoul down.
I'm a ghoul killing machine.
Yes, no help is happening at all.
This last remaining ghoul turns, kind of hoping to get away. Sees a little halfling in his way, and is not going to stand for that. He takes a swipe. He takes a swipe with his claws. 23 to hit, dealing 9 points of slashing damage.
So there, come to us.
9 damage?
9 points.
Yeah, I'll pass you.
And make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh no.
The claws dig deep into your halfling skin, and you feel some kind of effect take over your muscles as they begin to lock up, and you are unable to move. You have been paralyzed by the claws of the.
Ruh-roh.
That's not poison, is it?
No, that's the status effect is paralyzed. Paralyzed for 1 minute.
Damn. Rip.
Albrecht.
Oh, jeez, I can't see much now, can I? Alright. Has Andy left?
There's one.
Well, I can't really do much. Just kind of hang out.
Okay.
Nothing I can really do.
Fraser.
Okay, Barnaby, sensing weakness, comes down and makes a really loud hissing sound. So I'll use a pop action on Barnaby.
Okay.
Give me advantage on this guy.
Okay.
And I will attack him with Booming Blade.
You get all those down there like that.
Oh, you can drag. Oh, 20. You can drag.
Yeah, you hit for sure.
Ooh.
What?
You swing your glaive, and you manage to basically cleave off one of the arms and the head of this thing with one fell swoop. It falls to the ground immediately,
Go to your character.
and things return to a
Your spell.
quiet chant throughout the.
Scroll down. You can drag that down. Drag the dungeon. Yeah.
Excellent.
I am feeling very weak. This undead garbage rats did a lot of damage to me. Not to mention this rat hole over here doing me much damage. What do you have to say for yourself? What race are you again?
Human.
Human.
Human rat dog.
Start taking on more animals than me.
I'm paralyzed now.
So the effect would last for kind of about 60 seconds, and then you would slowly feel you starting to like regain control of your muscles, and you're able to move again.
Alright.
I'm gonna walk around and
The corpses are still there. I'm just
Yeah.
gonna move them.
I'm gonna behead all of them first. The ones that aren't beheaded already.
Okay, you see Fraser kind of go around, taking his glaive and just slicing off each of these things' heads.
That makes sense.
Fraser, what the hell was that scream in our face?
You lived. Don't worry about it.
Barely.
You still lived. Then I cast. What do you call it? Sorry.
Huh?
Sorry. Give me a sec.
Speak up,
I
son.
didn't move this one down. I cast Healing Word on Bungo.
Why not? Cure wounds.
Isn't?
Okay.
What? Cure Wounds?
4?
I only have Healing Word.
You see Fraser kind of mutter a few things under his breath, and you begin to feel life return to you, Bungo. 4 points worth of it
Yeah, cure
into
wounds.
your body.
Cure wounds needs touch, but it's like more than twice the heal.
I don't know what you're mumbling about over there, Fraser, but I guess I'm feeling a little bit better right now. Not by much, though.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
What I was shooting at.
Yeah, I should have gone that. Or did
no,
I?
no debt.
Did I get that?
Well, you technically have everything. You just might not have it prepared.
Yeah.
Bungo
So what do you
is-
call that, Bungo? Why do you feel better?
Well, the fight's over. I'm kind of starting to recuperate.
All right, whatever.
I'm also just gonna put my hands on my knees, just kind of breathe a little bit. Use my second wind.
I'm walking in past Bungo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm
Stealthily.
itching to get.
Which way you heading into that room?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to go to that room.
So as you enter this room, you see that it is festooned with moldy skeletons that hang from rusty shackles against the walls. There's a wide alcove in the south wall containing a painted wooden statue carved in the likeness of a gaunt, pale-faced man wearing a voluminous black cloak, his pale left hand resting on the head of a wolf that stands next to him. In his right hand, he holds a smoky gray crystal orb. The room has exits in both the west and north walls. You're coming in from the north wall here, and the chanting can be heard from the west.
So, do I recognize this figure? Is it some kind of deity? Is it?
Yeah, make a religion check.
So there's statues over here where the stars are?
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's a statue of a gaunt man with a big
Oh, wow.
cloak, and his left hand is resting on that of a wolf, so that's the smaller kind of statue
Yeah.
there. His right hand is holding a smoky gray orb. You know for a fact that this is not representing any deity.
Well, that is uneventful.
Alright.
Anticlimactic crit. Do the skeletons? So the skeletons look like the shackle to the wall. Is that true?
So Gregor is still.
They are shackled to the
Yeah,
wall.
right.
I wanna
Oh,
go
no.
each skeleton by skeleton and like punch the skulls and break them into the wall.
Gregor, 1 second. You can break half of them.
Well, I think I'm just gonna go down the line. So if
Alright.
you wanna like get
Yeah.
in on one.
Do what? Just past like a cursory glance. On A, are they shackled to the wall? B, are they did they look to be like sacrifices? Were they tortured in some way to disappear, or?
Make a perception check. Go generic. They are shackled to the wall. Each of them has rusty shackles around their hands. They're kind of, as you can kind of see from the image there, like they're not standing height. They're like their legs are like out on the ground. You can tell they've been there for a long time. You're not really like the bones are dry. You can't really discern whether or not they were tortured or like anything like that. But each of them is like firmly shackled to the wall.
I'm gonna go observe the orb a little bit. I'm not touching it though. Just looking.
Not touching.
Sure. Yeah. What is it that you would like to?
How much it's worth? Whether I can pull it off in some way.
Sure. Make a perception check.
Are you making those X's, Go?
Yeah.
Okay.
Those are the ones
As
I'm
he's punching.
punching.
I observe Gregor doing this, and I agree with them that's a good idea. I go down to this skeleton and I break its legs.
Okay. Sure.
I mean,
no
they're shackled.
problem at all. They're all they're just lifeless skeletons.
You never know.
Yeah, we thought that before.
You look at this orb, and you can tell immediately that it would be worth, if you were to sell this on the market, it looks like you could fetch a pretty 25 gold pieces.
Oh, 25.
You were really selling that one, but
I'm cautious now though because of the door, so I pick it up with mage hand and see what happens.
Okay. You are picking up. Okay, so you cast Mage Hand,
Yeah.
and you're having the Mage Hand try to remove the orb
Oh,
from the
jeez.
statue's hand.
Some Indiana Jones style booby trap here.
At least we destroyed all the skeletons, just in case.
I'll back up a little bit when I do
As soon as the orb is removed from the statue's hand, you see shadows dancing along the wall behind it. But they are not your shadows. They don't appear to be the shadows of anything in the room. All of a sudden, those shadows pop out and take on form before you guys and emerge from the walls.
Oh, God. Annie, no, you're greed.
What the hell are these things?
Little shadow man.
Aliens.
Humanoid in kind of shape, but very skeletal and thin. They appear to have like no physical form, but they are headed towards you.
I nervously try to start singing to them.
Put the orb back!
And I place the orb back on mage hand.
What are you singing to them?
Just
Do you care to play?
Yeah.
Just a nice melody.
yeah, it's just like a nervous like. Please
Place the orb.
Yeah.
Place the orb back on.
Don't hit me, please.
As you place the orb back upon its pedestal, they recede. Oh, I grabbed
Oh,
it.
nice.
The shadows kind of flatten themselves back up against the wall, and you kind of see like the weird flickering of them for a while, and then eventually they.
Keep doing it.
Whoop.
I go up to the wall and kind of like poke it with the butt of my axe, trying to figure out what's going on with this wall.
Thanks. I'm going to cast detect magic as a ritual. It's 1 minute, guys. I'm going to
10 minutes.
10 minutes, guys.
10 minutes, guys. I'm going to see if I know what the orb can do. Maybe search for trapdoors or hidden exits to this room while I am busy.
I'll explore this corner.
I'll go with him.
Oh, well, there's a door here.
Yeah,
I'm gonna sit down and start short resting.
that's true. You do that.
Guys, there's a door over here.
I'm coming.
Maybe I'll wait for Gregor to open it.
Except I don't have any hit dice left.
yeah, we're kind of SOL.
But I at least get back a couple of my things.
So many spells. Oh.
Stone's endurance and stamina things.
So you guys take some time to rest then.
Yeah, you guys
Yeah.
want a short rest.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
I want a short rest too, but I'm gonna cast a spell.
I'm gonna sit and like
Sure, I'll rest.
sit over here and like splay out some of my new trinkets that I have.
Okay.
I think I'll short rest too as well before casting the spell then, since it kind of seems to be a theme.
Okay.
How do
Do you gain a spell slot when you short rest?
Only warlocks do, I
Yikers.
think.
Okay.
Every other class needs a long rest.
Oh,
In that case, I won't short rest. I'll just walk around and keep an eye on things.
okay. Divination, eh? Okay. Alright, yeah, so after my rest, I'd be casting that spell. The ritual, rather. And then, I don't know, whatever they're doing.
Okay, so yeah, you guys take kind of an hour to just chill kind of in this room with creepy decor of
Yeah.
skeletons surrounding you. And the statue of this just imposing figure kind of looking down on you as you rest. Albrecht, kind of near the end of the rest, you kind of begin your ritual to use detect magic, and you are able to kind of discern that this smoky gray orb that is sitting in the statue's hand is not itself magical, but it is an object which could serve as an arcane focus if one wished to use it as such.
Not really any particular value.
Other than the 25 gold pieces
Yeah.
that Bartimaeus is well aware it's worth.
Is there any kind of like trigger, or is it appear to be like a magical trigger when it's removed, or is it like a mechanical drop?
It does not appear to be. You would have seen when the orb lifted from the hand that there's no sort of mechanical trigger underneath. Doesn't seem to be anything that you can tell that's physical. It just appears that whatever these entities were, it's almost like as though they were set there to guard that orb.
So the orb is not that valuable. I say we leave it. Avoids the trouble.
That's a good idea.
Somebody definitely wants to keep it here.
Yeah.
Well, there's a door down here if you guys want to explore it.
Yeah. Well, we hear
We're not gonna finish the house tonight, guys.
we hear the chanting from that room, right? Or no? Because you mentioned.
No,
Yeah,
the
it's-
chanting was back
The
here.
chanting is like in that direction. You guys heard the chanting at the top of those stairs, the loudest.
Yeah.
You kind of discern that like it's over there,
Okay.
downstairs.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah.
Okay, who?
Have we finished our short rest?
Yep.
Yeah. This is the ritual is at the end of the short rest.
Okay, well, I'm just sticking next to Albrecht. Not taking any
Okay.
more hits for the team.
Bungo's
Everyone's in the danger zone up there.
What's the marching order here?
turn. Boy.
Who's going first?
Are we going through the door?
Okay, we're going to the bottom one or the top?
Yeah. Let's go through the door.
Alright, I'll put my ear up to the door to see if I can hear anything on the outside. Just
You put your ear up to it.
yeah.
Oh, bunga.
Oh no.
As you put your ear to the door,
Oh no.
you don't really hear anything, but then you go to pull your head away, and your head is stuck. You can't seem to remove your ear from the door. It's like adhesively stuck there. You kind of skirt your eyes upward, and you see that the door has undergone a bit of a transformation.
Oh.
There we go.
And you as a party have encountered your first mimic.
It wasn't Greg.
The hater of furniture.
The other side of the door, like the other side of the door from the one that you put your ear on, opens up, and you can smell this putrid breath, and you see this tongue just roll out and lash out at you.
One monster. They said one monster was down here.
No.
The kids.
One of those
full
kids
shit.
now.
The kid said,
They're
"Oh,
lying.
monster."
Wait, so was something holding on to Bungo, or is it
It has
magical-
adhesive
Oh, okay.
properties.
Taped to the door right now.
It's its tongue comes out and lashes at you. 13 to hit. It bounces off of your armor, and you're kind of stuck there. You're basically in a grappled state right now. But he does not manage to get any damage off on you. Albrecht, you're at the top of the turn order. You hear as the one door opens and the tongue rolls out, this growl, like a loud, deep growl of like satisfaction that this mimic has caught its prey.
I've been waiting so long for this. So yeah, I run down obviously to see what it's about. And what do I know about mimics?
Mimics are like actually fairly common knowledge for adventurers. You know that they are shape changers. They have no kind of natural natural shape, like they're amorphous in their natural form. So they can take the shape of kind of any object in order to deceive its prey. It is adhesive. It adheres to anything that touches it, and it basically counts as a grapple effect. And when it remains motionless, you cannot tell a mimic from whatever object it is that it's imitating. Other than that,
Okay. All right.
they see it.
I'm gonna cast magic missile at it.
All right. Just see 3 bullets fly out from Aldrich, directly towards this door.
Yeah. Virgo and I hate doors.
Sure do.
Kind of like boom, 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 like all into the wood of the door, which it just closes slightly to brace it for the impact, and it opens up and just lets out a mighty roar at you guys. Fraser.
Okay, I will.
Poor Bunko, stuck to the door.
Where'd you go?
Under.
I'll use my last spell
That's
slot.
Yeah,
I'll
okay.
cast Bless on
I
Bungo,
guess I can't move you. 'cause I'm
Bartimaeus, and Leaf.
Okay, you guys feel like a burst of kind of just energy come over you, and you feel a little more sure about yourselves in battle. Bungo, Bartimaeus, and Leaf, you said?
Yep.
Not yourself or Gregor.
No,
Anything else?
no. That's
Leaf, you are up next.
Alright. I feel great.
Let's break it down.
You're welcome.
I don't know what you just did there, but I'm gonna go get this thing with my rapier.
Oh,
And I feel great!
Yeah, you will.
You didn't.
Wow. So
Yeah, you
got
run
that
past
too.
Bartimaeus, you take a jumping leap with your rapier, and you jab it directly into this thing's mouth. It's just its gaping maw. Dealing, so to add your sneak attack damage, you get to roll,
Oh,
you get to
right.
roll twice, because all damage dice are doubled on a critical, so you get 2d6.
Oh, even the sneak damage.
All damage dice are rerolled.
That's why it's so good to be around.
So 11 plus 9, 20 points of piercing damage. As you stab, you feel it enter the actual fleshy insides of this mimic.
Cool. I
And
stab it and I take my rapier out.
Rapier.
And I don't do a battle cry because I'm a cat, but I like hiss at
a
it.
battle meow.
I like hiss at it.
Yeah, and it actually like looks a little intimidated after that at your little hiss. Bungo. So you can either just attack it while you're stuck to it, or you can attempt to break out of the grapple.
I'm gonna try and break out.
Okay, so you can make either acrobatics or strength check. Sorry, acrobatics or athletics check.
Oh, does it get to add features?
You kind of pull. No, it's a check, not a saving throw. You pull, and your ear it hurts too much. You have to stop, and you kind of just sit stuck against the door.
That's an action.
Okay,
Negative. Is it?
that's your action. You still have a bonus action if you'd like.
Oh, I thought
Okay. The mimic extends its tongue and tries to lash back at Leaf for having done so much damage.
Alright.
21 to hit.
Yeah.
Dealing 10 points of bludgeoning damage as you just bear the brunt of the tongue bashing into you, and it sticks to you, and you get pulled towards it, and are now also grappled. by the mimic. So now Bungo has his ear stuck to it, and Leaf is kind of stuck to its tongue. Yeah.
I should record this damage.
Yeah, just increase your
What did you say by?
10.
Oh.
Bartimaeus.
Alright. I look back nervously at Gregor. I'm like, hey, I should go in and fight. And then I try and pull Bungo off, if that's possible.
Okay.
And,
Yeah.
And like I slash with my rapier over him as I'm trying to pull him off.
You could do one or the other.
Okay.
You can slash over him, or you can pull him off.
I'll just rapier that.
Like I'm gonna say, if he tried to, let's use the offhand example. If you tried to pull with just one arm to get him off, like he's not going anywhere.
Okay.
So you're just gonna stabby stab.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you kind of like Bungo is short and his ear is stuck to the door, and you just start trying to jab over him. Yeah, you hit for sure. Taking 9 points of piercing damage as you poke some holes in this mimic. Gregor.
Alright. I'm gonna hop, skip, and jump down here. And, am I within 5 feet of him?
I mean, yeah, like you could for the sake of an attack, and then you kind of have to step back because you'd be right up against Leaf and Bungo.
Well, I was gonna throw a spear. Just wondering if I have this.
If you kind of like angle yourself, like you basically stand a little where Artemis is.
Yeah.
Bartimaeus. Like you kind of stand back a bit. I would let you do it if you want to.
Sweet, I'll do that.
Okay. Unfortunately, the spear just kind of hits the wooden part of the mimic and just kind of like bounces off. Doesn't seem to be affected by it in any way.
Oh, I guess I could throw a second spear. Can't I? Or no?
No, I don't think it works that way.
Oh, that'd be like shooting 2 arrows.
Yeah,
It's only if you have one in each hand. Yeah. Okay. Very good.
Albrecht, back to you.
I'm shooting fireball.
Okay. Taking aim over Bartimaeus' shoulder.
Unless I can somehow grease them off the mimic.
I don't think that would work.
Yeah, I figured. Nope.
Yeah, it's a hard shot to make, obviously. Bartimaeus, Leaf, Bungo, all there. And you can't hit it. Hits the wall behind Leaf. Fraser.
I will end here where there's a little bit of space.
Yep.
I'll
Squeeze
cast
past Bartimaeus.
Booming Blade.
Okay.
Although, does that have legs?
Does not have legs.
Man,
What does it mean?
can't click my fingers. Did I get out of this thing? It's like it's pretty slow.
Oh, where it's like stuck clicking?
Yeah.
Did you force touch too many times or something?
Look. I just re-enter. Oh. Alright.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
So I get to roll it or click it twice, right? Or oh,
No,
it doesn't.
it doesn't automatically. Sweet. So you, you extend your glaive kind of 10 feet over and stab right into, or kind of give it a little gash down the wood, and its door opens wide, and you hear kind of this howl come out of its giant maw as it takes significant damage from the slash. You staying there?
Yes.
Leaf, you are now stuck to this mimic. You can either try to get away, or you can attack it from where you are.
Yeah, so like, can I attack with my rapier before I
Yeah.
can?
You can still attack when you're grappled.
Okay.
your movement speed is 0. That's basically the main effect.
Okay. Yeah, I'll hit him with my rapier then.
Okay, you start kind of swinging your rapier. It's a hard shot, but you manage to kind of get a couple of blows in. You kind of try to get its tongue as you're stuck to it. You're trying to like stab down upon it, and you manage to get a couple of stabs in. Bungo.
Alright, enough of this. I'm just gonna hit him with the battle axe.
Okay, giving up on escaping, with your ear stuck to it, you just start hacking sideways.
You get a 1d4 in case it doesn't hit.
That does hit though. Yeah, you managed to get a solid hit in. You see some of the wood kind of splinter off, but as it kind of leaves the body, it just turns into this weird, like, black sludge. It just hits the ground.
It's still alive.
Oh yeah, it's still alive.
I'm gonna take another whack at it.
Action surge?
Yeah.
Yeah, that hits. Yeah, same thing. You splinter off some more of that fake wood, and you can see it start. You can feel its grip on you, like starting to kind of weaken, but it doesn't let you go. Having Leaf in its grasp, it now pulls you towards its mouth and tries to bite you. 20 to hit. I assume that hits. Dealing 9 points of piercing damage and 4 points of acid damage as its saliva just burns your skin.
You know, it could have just stopped at the 4. Or the 9 points of piercing damage. Alright, so I have nothing.
So you see Leaf fall unconscious, and the mimic releases her, perceiving that there are other threats to worry about. It's not time for feeding just yet. The mimic releases her body to the ground, and she lies unconscious.
Tried to get away.
Bartimaeus.
Okay, I'm going to use my rapier on him. Yeah.
Sucked in yourself.
Yeah. Yeah, you manage to just kind of catch the tip of its tongue as it lets Leaf's body fall to the ground. Yeah, it retracts its tongue really fast from the pain of your rapier just stinging against it, and it's starting to look. Its eye is like moving around, and it's starting to look really worried. Gregor.
We will do the same old thing.
Another spear.
Yep.
So kind of putting your hand on Bartimaeus' shoulder and aiming over him, you throw a spear down the hallway, and you manages to make contact this time and kind of lodge itself in the flesh of the mimic.
Sweet.
Yeah, it lets out a mighty roar as you see kind of like this like blood-like substance just like spewing from the wound.
Nice.
It's like breathing heavily, which just fills the whole hallway with a putrid smell. Albrecht.
Magic missiles!
Nice.
Yeah.
That's exactly the sound it makes.
Beep, beep, beep.
How do you want to kill your first mimic? How would
Oh,
you like these
it's-
magic missiles to hit him?
So are you still attached to it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want a couple to hit right where Bungo is attached, so kind of like it's forced off of it, and the
Yeah.
other one smacks it right in the eye.
Cool, yeah. So you one like thump right on one side, one thump on the other side. Bungo, you just feel like the adhesive like weakening, and you kind of like get pushed off. Still on your feet. the last one just nails the mimic right in the eye. It lets out a mighty roar, and then you just see it basically like begin to melt and like kind of just like dissolve into the ground. And
Alright.
you're left with just an open hallway.
Right, I'll
There's
run
no door
over
here.
to Leaf. I'll cast Undying, whatever.
Spare the dying.
Spare the Undying, yeah.
Spare the dying.
Spare the dying. With
Yeah.
Barnaby, of course.
Yeah, Barnaby slithers down Fraser's arm and just gives a gentle touch to Leaf. At which point, the bleeding, the bleeding from the teeth that had bit her, kind of begins to subside, and her breathing, which was sporadic, kind of returns to normal. She is now stable, but still unconscious.
Alright. What is in this room?
Yeah, as you look past the place where the mimic was, you see a chandelier suspended above a table in the middle of the room. There's two high-backed chairs flanking the table, which has an empty clay jug and two clay flagons atop it. Iron candlesticks stand in two corners, but their candles have long since melted away.
So what's the deal with this next room here with the bed?
Who's going? Are you
I mean,
going?
we're all kind of walking around.
Well, if you're
right?
going, then I'm going in the
I'll
head.
go
Yeah.
behind Bunk.
I guess I'll carry Leaf.
This is the
we-
downside of
we-
you guys
yeah.
controlling your own characters.
I'll bring her
It's just
in.
chaos. What are you guys doing?
I'll put Leaf on the table at least.
Put her on the bed.
Oh, there's a bed. Yeah, there's a table
It
here.
looks like a gross bed.
Perfectly good table.
Is it a gross bed?
This room contains a large wood-framed bed with a rotted feather mattress.
Ew.
You see kind of a wardrobe, a pair of iron candlesticks, and an open crate that seems to be filled with torches and candles.
Ooh, let's grab it.
I want to take at least 5 torches.
At the foot of the bed, you see a wooden footlocker.
Albrecht?
I will open that.
So is this your, like, where are you? Are you all...
Oh
is
wait,
this
sorry,
your
that's way
position?
over there? Like where Gregor is?
No, the footlocker is where you were.
Okay, yeah.
But are they also in the room with you? Like, what's the deal here?
No, I'm in this
I. Well, is the. Oh, that thing's in the corner.
And what have you done with Leaf's body?
Move her to this corner here. Like right under me.
Okay.
Yeah, or like a bit lower.
Okay.
Yep.
And you guys are just kind of still examining the main area that you guys came out into? Gregor
Yep.
and Albrecht?
Yep.
Bartimaeus and Bungo have kind of explored. They found this bedroom with the rotted feather mattress, the crate filled with candles and torches, and this little footlocker. And you are opening the footlocker?
No.
That'd be funny. You open the footlocker, and you can see kind of a folded, what appears to be a folded cloak, a small wooden coffer, and a chain shirt, a mess kit, a flask of alchemist's fire, a bullseye lantern, a set of thieves' tools, and a spell book with a yellow leather cover.
Shit.
I would like to read that book.
Yeah, same here.
I check and see if the thieves' tools are the same ones I have.
Yeah, they are. So you kind of know, like, thieves' tools, just generic set of, like, lock picks and whatnot that would be helpful in a thieves' work.
Hey Bungo, should we divide this up?
Yeah, I don't really care too much about any of it.
I look and see if there's anything like worth a lot of money.
Glancing at it, you don't Like it's all still sitting. I'm assuming it's all still sitting. You're just examining it in the footlocker. No, I mean black cloaks aren't particularly.
Okay.
And there's like a coffer which you haven't opened. The chain shirt is kind of valuable. It's like heavy armor. And alchemist's fire is
Really?
not that expensive, but it's it's a useful adventuring tool. Probably the most valuable thing in there from what you see is the spell book.
Okay. I kind of shrug it off and I head towards the torches and I carry them out and
There's
all
a
the
lot
torches.
of torches.
I
There
carry one
are,
crate and I say,
There are 30 torches.
ooh, I just start
in a
throwing them
crate.
to people. It's like,
I'll take it.
Barnabas starts pulling out torches and like tossing them to people. You guys want to divide 30 torches among yourselves?
I mean,
I'll just take 5.
and then I kind of say, look how generous I am, because I'm trying to like win them over.
Are you not taking the book?
He was saying he's indifferent. Let me read it over first.
Yeah.
Yeah, my last spell.
Nobody has taken anything from the footlocker until they say they take something from the footlocker.
I mean, I'm not really seeing this. He's kind of being stuff.
I'm just telling you what you see in the
And
footlocker.
then I say, hey Albert, there's some stuff you might enjoy there.
Oh yeah, I like that.
Looked like some arcane-ish magic stuff that I couldn't really
Cane-ish magic stuff.
wrap my head
of
around.
course.
So
Start
I'll pick
Twirl.
up
Little
the,
arcane.
start twirling my mustache.
I'll pick up the book and kind of look at it. Then just like throw it against the wall. Say this is garbage.
Can I catch it with my mage hand as he goes into it?
You don't get a chance because as soon as you remove an object from the footlocker,
Oh, but
another.
No, the footlocker is.
This
Oh
house is kicking
no.
our ass.
It won't be the footlocker.
I want to take a short rest. We don't even have leaf.
We have to take a longer rest.
behind you, Bungo, a black cloaked figure emerges from the wall. And you see on your right at the same time another one kind of materialize out of that wall. You catch a quick glimpse of them as they approach,
Thank God I left the room.
and they look exactly like the portraits of Gustav and Elizabeth Durst.
God damn it.
Put the book back.
And that's where we will end
We
for
lost the
tonight.
Okay.
Because even if we went till 11, I don't think you guys have finished. So we'll call it a night,
Okay.
and we'll end on that little cliffhanger.
Sounds good.
Pretty close.